podcast is intended for mature audiences. The views and opinions expressed are those of the panelists and do not reflect in any way those of the podcast partners, sponsors, or affiliates. Enjoy.
Hi, this is Michael Buffer, and you're listening to the Voice of the People. Let's get ready for Boxing Voice.
Every day I'm hustling. Every day I'm hustling. Every day I'm hustling. Every day I'm hustling. Every day I'm hustling.
No matter what nobody say, man. Spirit, can't nobody fuck with me, man. You know, I can't be fucked with, you know.
Beyonce Productions.
Whether you pay to see me win or you pay to see me lose, you're gonna pay. Fuck it, the kids still gotta eat. I don't have to watch, you know, any footage of a fighter. I mean, because I'm Floyd Mayweather, everybody gotta watch me. I knew eventually I was gonna have to fight Oscar. I feel like he was straight up and down, no really no special effects.
BoxingVoice.com.
How can Canelo have the biggest deal? Your deal was for $300 million, and I made $350 million just in one fight. And you're fighting on the app.
BoxingVoice.com.
I'm a king, okay? I eat a feast. Every time I eat a feast. And when I get up from the table, I don't give a fuck who get the leftovers. At the end of the day, follow my green print.
Beyonce Productions.
BoxingVoice.com.
What up? Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to another edition of the Boxing Voice Radio. It is Sunday, flagship day, where we obviously serve out the crow to all you dudes that picked Frampton out there and didn't roll with Jamel Herring, who retains his WBO title and has the young Shakur knocking at the door. Ladies and gents, we're back to talk to you about the whole weekend of boxing. We got a lot of boxing. We had a card took place on Dazn in Uzbekistan, and that was jam-packed. Obviously, we had ESPN, Jamel Herring, and Carl Frampton, and that's what everybody wants to talk about. Ryan Garcia has come out in the last 24 hours and said he signed his contract for his fight with Javier Fortuna, and he says a big announcement is on the way. Gentlemen, what's up, brother? Enrique Church in the building.
What up?
Doomy, Moore's house, what up?
What's good, fam? What's good, everybody out there in TBV fam? Glad to be with y'all. I hope y'all doing good.
Chop it up, man. I mean, maybe Moore's house could answer this, or Doomsday, since that's the walked away. First thing that came to mind, Frampton lose. He never been KO'd, I think. He's never been stopped. I was one to never follow his career until he fought Quiggs, right? And neither did I know Quiggs, right? And then Leo, he beat Leo. And then Leo beat him.
Double fight with Leo, right?
Then Leo beat him. So last night or yesterday, I was expecting, him to beat Herring. But as soon as I tuned in, I saw he was getting the least of Herring, and Herring was getting the most of Frampton. So he freaking got KO'd or stopped, like in a dramatic style. Like he just dropped, and it was a shock to me. So then hearing that and knowing the weight class, I thought of two fighters for Herring immediately: Shakur Stevenson and Oscar Valdez. But those things seem to be unclear on which direction Herring goes. Me personally, I would want the rep. I would want to be first Valdez and then call out Shakur and be very clear about it. So why is that not the order? Or there's only two orders, right? Shakur and then Valdez, or Valdez and then Shakur. The least of the dangerous, obviously, is Valdez, who is a dangerous fighter. I'm not taking that part away from him.
Yeah, I mean, style makes fights, man. Styles make.
So
fights.
the question, right, is like, what's the temperature right now for Herring? What's he really trying to get?
Yo, Doomy, you want to jump in? You want me to jump in?
Jump in. Go ahead and jump in. But before you jump in, Morehouse, just got to give everyone out there in the TBV universe, TBV fan, man, quick reminder that, Protect Yourself at All Times 7-part series. It'll be airing on the Fight Network YouTube channel on April 6th. And it's going to be at 9 p.m. Eastern time. So just, trust me, don't want to miss this series. The episodes will be premiering on Tuesdays and Thursdays in the month of April.
And why doesn't anybody want to miss this series? You and Francis keep saying it. I sound like y'all reading something. Why shouldn't we want to miss it?
Oh, we don't want to miss it because it's going to be an educating series. It's going to be another take that maybe you haven't seen on the sport of boxing. You're going to be able to see boxers such as Willie Monroe Jr., Evan Holyfield Jr. I mean, trainers like Derek James. So it's going to be an entertaining, good production. That was, done by AC, my man AC, Adrian Clark, and the Fight Network and its partners,
Definitely. So who's this targeted at? Who should be tuning into this and why exactly? Is this for boxing fans? Is this for fighters? Is this for amateurs? I
was thinking off the bat, I was like, oh, this is like border war style. So amateurs, I would think. I mean,
amateurs and pros. You're right, Enrique. I mean, look. A lot of these fighters go through the business without knowing the ins and out. And Adrian Clark, being a boxing manager, put this program together to protect fighters at all times, protect them from their managers, protect them from their contracts, protect them from the BS in boxing. We know boxing is political. This is going to be a 7-part series that you don't want to miss because you're going to be educated. You're going to be able to help your son or daughter navigate through the boxing industry without the normal hiccups that fighters of yesterday had to go through. But don't forget to check that out April 6th. Protect Yourself at All Times, airing on Fight Network YouTube channel and sponsoring Border Wars 11. It's going down. We got a main event. Smoke 'em out, Jay. Mission Impossible. Heavyweights. Interim title on the line is going down June 11th, Watertown. June 12th, Watertown, Wisconsin. What up?
Yo, but is there a trailer for that? Because I'm like, what is it? Is it like in the life of somebody we're following, or is it like Adrian? What is it?
It's a 7-part series. There is a trailer. It features numerous fighters. I watched the first episode, sneak peek. Production is fantastic. Maybe you have some things to say when you see it. But yeah, 7-part series, man. Every episode will probably have a different fighter.
Right. Yo, all right. So make sure you tune into that and hit a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't to the channel, The Boxing Voice.
Yeah, we're trying
YouTube.
to get to 120,000 by May. #Gemini season. We had 118,323. Let's go.
So Frampton hearing again, right?
Let's go.
Frampton got touched and stopped, right?
Yeah, he got
Nasty.
dropped, 2 times and stopped one.
Two times, and he was getting touched up a lot. Like, when I tuned in, I was like, yo, he's too small. He's too small. He's out of reach. Herring's out of reach. Frampton can't land. Frampton didn't look like what he looked like against.
His arms was too short to box with God. Like, it seemed like he couldn't, like you said, reach. He couldn't get on the inside without getting pounded on.
But Mike Tyson was that, too, as a heavyweight. He's like 5'10", 5'11".
Mike had a lateral movement, though. Mike,
that's what I'm saying. So you're never too short to box with God. You just lack.
Yo, he did a hell of a job.
To work.
Yeah, but I think before we all.
But you talking as a trainer, man. You gotta see. Fans don't look at it like, yo, he did a hell of a job. They're like, yo, he got touched, man.
Y'all cutting Moore's out. So
what y'all should be saying is Jamel Herring was amazing that night.
Why y'all cutting Moore's house? Okay, y'all let Moore's house get his. Y'all just chopping him. Shinobi.
Go ahead, Moore's house.
Yo, hit him with the chopper.
I just didn't want him to go back into the touch. Go ahead.
I think before we all jump in here, we got to give a shout out to Carl Frampton for one. He just announced his retirement. He gave us plenty of nights, great nights of boxing. So I think we should give a shout out to him. But also at the same time, we got to give a shout out to Herring. I mean, it was a perfect performance. He did everything he had to do. It was a weird setting for a big fight like this, and Herring stepped up. But before we jump in and get too crazy, I think we got to give a shout out to Frampton and congratulations on a good career and a classic year.
Nah,
That's
man,
true.
I think you're right. You know, Frampton, credit to him. He took the fight. Credit to him. He was talking like he was ready for some Shakur had he won the fight.
That would've-
It would have been a great night, great name, great fight name for Shakur.
Yeah. And I mean, look, he fought a hell of a fight throughout his career, but he's 34, I think, at this point. You know what I mean? This was his third division he was attempting to win at, and he just met with an immovable force. Right now, it's Herring time, who's also 35, you know, and looking for bigger and better things. And obviously, the question on everybody's mind is, yeah, Herring looked good beating an elite level fighter, making him an elite level fighter. But is he ready for the others, the Shakurs, the Valdezes? A hell of a fight throughout his career. Is he ready for the Shakurs and the Valdezes? Gentlemen, what do you think? Valdez, Shakur? Excuse me, Valdez, Herring, Valdez, Shakur?
By the sound of Herring's team, they want to look at Valdez, try to unify.
I like the triangle.
It seems like they do not want any parts of Stevenson, and I think at this point in Herring's career, that would probably be a good idea. Go the Valdez route because Shakur Stevenson looks like he'd be a problem for everybody.
I like that, right? But again, Valdez to me looked like he could be a problem for Shakur, but I was being told, Valdez had many opportunities to fight Shakur and it was avoided. So I think that
but it's about timing, Enrique. So
it
so
is
what?
about timing.
Why he avoided
correct?
it? What if right now he's ready? What if now he's with Eddie Reynoso? He got the tutelage.
Yeah.
He got the knockout that people didn't expect in the Burchell, so he probably has the confidence to beat a Shakur.
I think so too, and I like that you brought up he's in with Eddie Reynoso because one thing that I've been noticing is their little Illuminati symbol, and they be doing this after they win.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, like shut up. That's quiet the naysayers. Oh, you talking? Oh, you thought we was gonna lose? Oh, you thought we ain't ready? Well, here we go. Shh.
Him and Canelo doing that. I wonder if Andy Ruiz gonna do that. So that alone got me excited to see him fight Shakur because to me, Shakur has everything on the menu and he proved it and served it up to every opponent. And that's why I'm not excited about Shakur anymore until he fights a name that I know, like a Valdez. You know what I'm saying? Because I personally, and not in a disrespectful way, I think he just has too much for Herring. And I also think Valdez has too much for Herring.
Valdez
but I think he's the least dangerous. I don't even know which one is the least dangerous.
Well, maybe that's why he's not getting the fights.
Which one is the least dangerous for Herring? I'm going to say is Valdez. Valdez is wider. Valdez, gets, what can I say? He gets a little excited. If that's a good word, and when he's going for the kill, and I can see those mistakes being Herring's, silver lining in the fight. But with a guy like Shakur, I don't know that he makes any of those mistakes. I don't know that he's leaves any room for Herring to kind of get a great performance. I don't know.
I see what you're saying. I feel like Valdez is a little bit he's a boxer. He's learning from Canelo, looking like Canelo, but he gets in too much of a brawl.
Who's that, Valdez?
Yeah, Valdez.
Absolutely. But he kind of changed that in his last fight. I ain't gonna front. I thought he would be drawn into a brawl, and he was doing his thing, man. He was the one actually attacking first and moving and outboxing Burchell, in my opinion.
I think we're having a little bit of trouble just saying it. Shakur's the better boxer. We got to see Valdez, make some adjustments this last fight. But, I mean, in my opinion, I don't know you guys, but Shakur's just a more dangerous fight. Definitely go Valdez route, man. And I still see him as being the bigger fighter. Did you see how much bigger he looked than Frampton? I know Frampton's small, but, I mean, Valdez isn't so tall and big either. So I think that'd be, not an easy fight, but a well matchup for him if he wants to take advantage of his attributes, which is that size, man, and that length. Frampton did a good job. I go back. I know Cash Weezy said that I speak as a trainer and shit, and what the fans saw. But like he was having success, on the inside. But the uppercut was the antidote. The uppercut was the antidote, man. And I think that he got caught. He got a little careless, Frampton, when he was under those, under those gloves, man. He was so much shorter. When he would actually dip down, he would actually be under Herring's gloves. And I thought he was doing great going with shots to the body, but he fell asleep. And Herring must have been working on that punch, man, in camp.
Well,
Bomac must have been going over that over and over and over, because even when he threw it, you saw the look in his face, like he'd done it 1,000 times and he was looking for it.
Well, after Herring's last fight, I guess I could speak for everybody in the U.S. That are fans of Herring and just fans of boxing in general. When you saw that cut on that right eye, people must have got worried if you were a fan of Herring. But he stayed composed, man. It was. I thought the fight was going to change on a dime, and it did, maybe for like a round, a little bit more than a round. And then Herring composed himself, got back to the game plan. You could hear Bomac screaming in the corner. And he stayed to the game plan. He didn't let that cut bother him too much. And he stayed long and he stayed strong. And he finished the deal. And I think the towel getting thrown in was the right decision by Jamie Moore. It probably hurt the team. I know it hurt Kyle Frampton being his last fight and all, but it was the right decision. And Herring showed out, and he was on away soil. I don't care what anybody says. Kyle Frampton's from Ireland, blah, 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 but MTK is based in Abu Dhabi. So Herring was on away soil, and he showed up, and he showed out. So I'm happy for him. I picked him to win. I didn't pick him to win by knockout.
That's what I was going to ask you. Who did you pick to win?
I know I picked Herring, but I picked Herring in decision. I did not see this coming, and I'm happy for him.
I thought it was going to be a Frampton showcase, to be honest.
Yeah.
And as soon as I tuned in late, and I was like, oh, he's not winning.
Yeah, I bounced back and forth, but at the end of the day, I picked Herring. That was my official decision on the Boxing Voice a couple days ago. But you could have been right if you went either way, I think.
I got a question. What will make you pick Carl Frampton over Jamel Herring? What technically would make you pick Carl Frampton over Jamel Herring?
Yeah. No, I get your question. And that's a very, very intelligent question to ask based off me saying, I picked Frampton. I never saw Jamal Herring fight before. I did see Frampton beat Leo Santa Cruz. And the label casual fan, I don't watch all the fights. I've never seen Jamal Herring fight. But now that I know his style, I'm like, oh, shit. He could give some people fights, and Oscar Valdez would be the easier one. Would it be easy for him? I don't know, but the easier meaning less dangerous.
I think it's easier for him. Herring is the bigger guy, Enrique. Like you said, you the casual fan, a.k.a. casual fan. Enrique Church in the building, legendary baby.
TBV _ casual fan on Twitter.
You already know. So listen, man. Listen,
Frampton need to make it a dog fight. That's what it came down to.
Yeah, but I mean, we passed Frampton. He lost. I'm talking about Herring being a natural 135-pounder, taking his chances with Oscar Valdez, who's a natural 126-pounder he started his career at, Valdez did. So Herring will be naturally bigger man. You know what I'm saying? He's already been at that weight. He's already been a champion. Valdez just became a champion. Herring's best shots are against Oscar Valdez. Now, Shakur's also moving up, but Shakur just did an interview where he says he could go up to 147. He said dudes keep thinking he's small, and they going to, obviously be in for a surprise because he sees himself going all the way up to 47.
Yeah, Shakur's thick. But as far as the 135-pounders, Herring is the biggest one out of them all.
Out of the 30, they fight at 30, but Herring did start his career at 35. And then when he lost twice, he moved down to 130 and joined Bomac.
Yeah, and he's definitely the biggest out of that weight division. I mean, by far.
He's pretty big, man. I think that he's gonna be a problem for Valdez. I think that's the. I mean, how much stake does he have on that fight? And does Valdez, entertain it?
I don't think Valdez is gonna take that fight because that's too hard for Valdez. He a natural boxer, as we seen in the Burchell fight. He doesn't have the skill set yet to walk people down with head movement and land that hard hook. He don't have that. He a natural boxer. And when you put a natural boxer in there with a 5'11" dude, it's kind of hard because Jamel Herring knows how to box. He just have a problem with pressure. So once he get a pressure fighter, then that's when you see him in trouble. Like his last fight, he didn't look good because dude was coming in wild, sloppy, making it ugly. Then that bothers him. But as far as him fighting another boxer, if dude can't come forward and fight, the fight is over with. The only person that can outbox, you gotta remember, Jamel Herring was an Olympian too. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know if y'all know that, but he had a high amateur. Yes, sir.
Yo, Troy, out of Oscar Valdez and Stevenson, who's going to come at him more of a straight-up boxer? I think Valdez is more of a brawler than Shakur Stevenson.
No, but Oscar Valdez looked like a brawler because he throw wide shots, but he likes to brawl, but he can't even brawl. The fights he brawled in, he got the most punishment.
Hey, Troy.
He's a natural boxer.
Why don't you put the camera on you so we could put you on screen, champ? Looking like a ghost right now. Francis Praying Mantis, introductions, please.
Bullet, big up yourself. Whether you're there yard or there abroad, big up your damn self. You done know already. Shout out to my Lord and Savior for another one. Without him, none of this would be possible. Shout out to everybody on the panel, man. It's a full house. The energy got to be high. Jamel Herring went all the way to Dubai, did his thing, you know what I'm saying? And now he got people calling on his name, you know what I'm saying, that want that title he got. What's going on, fellas? A lot of things to talk about. I'm excited to be in the house. You know what I'm saying? We got Church. We got Alex. We got Nestor, Morehouse. And, you know what I'm saying, the shadow boxing, double end bag hitting, Queen of the Trive. I hope I said that right. Keyshawn, what up?
Where's Mario, man? Mario, like, yo, send me the invite. Like, what you mean, bro? We all up in there.
Yo, I like your back. I like your background.
Francis?
Appreciate it.
Francis, look, he got the fisheye lens on. I know you do.
Yeah, you could tell because of the bend on it.
He got the max headroom look.
Yo, so I mean, Francis, you jumping in late, brother. You want to give us your, I guess, rundown of what you thought about yesterday's performance?
So listen, man, yesterday's performance, Jamel Herring, I felt like I asked the question early in the week. Is either two things was going to be for me. It's either he was going to be overtrained because he looked a little bit drained, or he was going to be in like absolute physical condition, man, just absolutely primed. And it showed to be that he was in absolute physical condition. He's dictated the pace with Carl Frampton. When the pressure, came to him, he was able to stay calm in the pocket and throw the punches that he wanted to throw. Land the punches that he wanted to land, and it was just it was a sensational performance from Jamel Herring. Coming off of his performance against Oquendo, where he kind of looked shaky, he looked uneasy. He got a cut, and he didn't look like himself. For him to turn around, get a cut again, and still maintain his composure and finish up like a champion, I'm happy, man. I'm happy with that performance. And just shout out to Carl Frampton, an amazing career. I don't know if you guys seen it, but it would seem that whenever a fighter, Alex, you can tell me this because you know better and Troy know better. If you got retirement on your mind, that's 1 foot in, 1 foot out. You're better off doing something else because the fight game is very unforgiving when it comes to that with that mindset. So that I felt like played another part in Carl Frampton, just taking away from him, just really putting it all on the line against Jamel Herring because I guess when the going got tough, he kind of
I'm with you, champ. The minute I started hearing all that craziness, like, yo, if I lose, I'm retiring. I'm like, that's it. You done. You already retiring. If you saying retirement, you retiring. And if you all watching this right now on YouTube and you haven't hit the thumbs button, man, retire your fucking self, man. Hit the thumb up button. Let everybody know that we rocking out so we can get some new callers, new characters. The number to call in if you want to give us your opinion, you want to talk about this weekend's action, 1425-569-52 5241. 1425-569-5241. And also, don't forget, you can add Nestor Gibbs on Skype to be part of the conversation right now from anywhere in the world. So, Francis, man, I mean, the big question is, Herring showed he's elite by destroying Frampton the way that he did, 2 knockdowns and a stoppage. But could he beat Stevenson or Valdez? If you had to be in the team, you had to say which way you wanted him to go, which route you sending him down.
You see, that's the whole thing. I felt like the pressure that Frampton usually comes with is the pressure that I feel like Jamel struggles with, right? It's that pressure come forward fighter. But it would seem that Frampton was a little more shot than we thought he was. With a younger fighter in Valdez, you know what I mean, coming forward, I feel like, you know what I mean, if he can establish the jab. Hold on a second.
I don't mean to cut you off, but I think you're being a little bit disrespectful and not purposely. I mean, you know, you calling it like Frampton shot, but I think it was more like Jamel was working that jab. You know,
Thank you, Ness.
I was just about to get to that. I was going to say, if that jab of Jamel Herring can be on display the way it was against Frampton, it will be a long night for Valdez as well. I was getting there, which y'all beat me to it, man. But at the end of the day, I feel like with the Stevenson fight, that's more of a technical fight that I think it's a sink or swim for Jamel if he gets into that high technical ring IQ type of fight. Not to say he doesn't have those abilities. I just feel like Shakur's a young phenom. And he would just,
me saying that you asked him a question and I guess we ain't let him answer. What happened, brother? You too quiet, man. You play meme or mime in the back, man.
Yes, I did ask you a question, but go ahead, answer it.
No, it's already slipped my mind. So much has gone by.
Ask you the question again. Being a fighter, having the mindset of having
I was just kidding.
One foot out, 1 foot in. How do you feel about that, being a former fighter?
Bro, like Ness said, he it was already like, why are you talking about retirement right before a fight, you know? And who knows, man? The guy's given a lot to the sport, so he probably already had it in his mind. It was probably a conversation that was already being held in, within his family. So, it just rubbed me off wrong, like it did you guys. It was just like, damn, why are you talking, retirement right before a fight? But it can't play on the mind. It could add a little extra sense of pressure, or it could add a little extra sense of urgency.
No, I don't know if you guys seen this, Doomy, just to piggyback to make you continue. I don't know if you guys seen this. I put in the pre-pro yesterday that his wife, Christine Herring, said that she wanted him done a long time ago.
Yeah. She actually thanked Herring for retiring his ass.
Holy cow! I didn't even know that.
So, like, what is your mindset on that? Troy, come tell us what you think, brother. What you think, Alex?
Yeah, Troy's actually the perfect person because his wife made him retire. So,
right.
Not that Frampton's wife is making him do that, but Frampton's wife definitely was
happy that it was it.
Happy that he was going down that retirement road.
Go ahead, Alex. You can start.
I'm back.
Call you Bluetooth face.
All right, let me let you catch your breath first before you finish. Alex, you want to respond to that? Like, what'd you feel about his wife? Just that feeling at home, right? And going away and training and knowing that, she just, she wants you to do your best, but she really wants you to stop.
Yeah, I mean, I couldn't blame her for or be, mad at her for being happy, that he's retiring. Obviously, that means more time spent with her and the kids. And, he even expressed it at the end of the fight that he had missed out on a lot. He'd missed out on a lot. He's been away, around the globe, away from his family. So, all of that added on to, him fighting that night. I know it plays on your mind. It played on Teofimo when he was facing Nakatani at that time, and it's played on minds of other fighters. You go through certain things, you have certain conversations, and you never know how they can affect you into the fight. But he even said it himself. He had the most awesome camp. Like, he had a great camp. He felt healthy, and it was just the better man won that night. But going back, to how she felt about it, I mean, it's real, man. It's real. These fighters give up a lot. They sacrifice a lot. So, of course she was thankful, but yeah, Troy was talking about that, man. We're talking about
Troy, give us a little insight into that. We're talking about Carl Frampton definitely retiring, having 1 foot in, 1 foot out, going into his final fight, but also just the elation and the happiness that his wife, I guess, expressed after he called it the end. She was excited that it was over for him because she wanted him done a long time ago. Give us your feeling behind that.
I mean, once you decide to get married, you become a union with your partner, and if they feel uncomfortable, you gotta remember. Y'all put it like this. I heard somebody say this one time, and it's true. When somebody go to jail, the person that went to jail, his family who miss him, they do time too. You know what I'm saying? So when I'm in training camp, my family is in training camp because I'm away from them. It's a different type of training camp. You know what I'm saying? My wife wanted me to retire because I had a eye problem. And, you know, that's what she said. And then my advisor in Mexico said, I just don't feel comfortable, you know? And I understood that. And I went, and this is the thing. Fighters who come back and fight after they fight and their wives and stuff tell them to retire, they come back because they was half-assing it. And my grandmother was a professional athlete, and she said, if you don't put it all out there, you don't get to see the mistakes that you made so you can actually improve. If you only put 50% out there, you only going to get 50% back. So I'm saying that I went so hard with boxing that I destroyed my eye. Like, as you can see, it deviates to the left. You know what I'm saying? But when I had to retire, I cried maybe for like 30 seconds. And then I realized what my little brother be saying is you bitch or beast. And I'm a beast, and I gave it everything I had. I sparred Khan, Willie Nelson, Boo Boo, Birdo. Like, I was not ducking no sparring work. So, you know, my wife was like, all I could do if I want to do something is border wars. See? She said, you could do that because you're wearing the headgear. You got on the gloves. It's 3 2-minute rounds. But when that headgear come off, it's just different. And Carl Frampton should have never even been talking about retiring. Like, he was just saying that because he knew he was gonna lose. He should have been retired when he didn't want to fight Rigo. How about that?
That would have been a good fight. That would have been a nice fight.
Yeah,
but
if you know, gonna take the loss, he should have took it against Rigo.
Right, give Rigo opportunity. But by hand, Francis say, yo, before the fight, he had 1 foot in, 1 foot out. That's kind of unfair to Herring to hear that. You know what I'm saying? So he should have not even put that out there.
Nah, but you know why it's okay? Because Herring was still the underdog, Enrique. Like, obviously, you the casual fan, you don't know, but the betting lines had Frampton the favorite, so the public thought Frampton was going to win. So Herring still did and played the role of the dog and came out on top. So,
but now hearing that, there's people that's gonna debate when he fights a Valdez or Shakur. Like, man, he beat a halfway.
Nah, but that's always gonna be there. Valdez and Shakur
right after,
Valdez and Shakur, in my opinion, are hold a certain level of clout amongst the boxing world. Like, Valdez and Shakur are young, hungry. You know.
What I'm saying is that when a fighter says, yo, I was halfway in and halfway out.
Well, he didn't say that. He didn't say that.
He's thinking about retiring.
He didn't say that. No,
because I heard you say that,
Enrique.
No. That's a metaphor for saying you have 1 foot in the game and 1 foot at retirement. You know what I'm saying? You're better off not saying it.
You have to say that because you came
so Enrique, what?
That's exactly what I said. You jumped in late, Church. You put your headphones on at the end, brother.
And what Frampton actually said is like, if I lose, I'm retiring. So as a boxing fan, we sit on the outside saying, oh, he got 1 foot in, 1 foot out. Alex, mind face.
Why you got? Yeah, but you gotta be honest with yourself here. Was Frampton in that fight? He had a tough fight, but he was still in that fight. Whatever happened to the fight is just being honest.
I don't think he was in that fight, man. What round you gave him?
As soon as he cut him, man, the table started to turn, and then Jamal Herring reset.
Didn't you pick Frampton? I think you need some crow, because everybody all of a sudden picked Herring.
No, I picked Herring.
I felt like I was the only one pick Herring, man. How everybody picked Herring all of a sudden. Who you pick, Francis?
Man, you go back. The tape was running on me. The tape was running on me.
He playing Monday morning quarterback.
Word. I thought it was only 2 of us that picked Herring. Now all of a sudden the whole panel picked Herring.
It was only me and you that picked Herring, but I'm gonna leave that alone.
I never picked Frampton.
You don't remember me giving the
Carl Frampton?
No, hey, everybody's entitled. Everybody's entitled to
pick
pick who they want to pick.
Nah, he nice, man. What you talking about, man? He got some quick. He got some quick feet.
Nice. No.
Yeah, he really holding his head like he's not nice.
That man is a one-dimensional boxer. When somebody put pressure on him, he can box. Soon as you start boxing, it's over with. He is not that great, man. Carl Frampton, if he was so good, he would have just beat Rigo.
But he beat Leo.
He never wanted to fight the man.
But he beat Leo. He gave Leo
Man,
his first
Leo
O.
ain't that good, bro.
He gave Leo his first O.
Leo Santa Cruz ain't that
what
good.
you saying about Gavante win now, man?
Yo, he gave Leo his first O.
I want to fight somebody. He's just fighting Sam busy, bro.
Troy, you my man. Troy, you my man's in it. Have you won one?
Oh.
Yeah.
Yo, we can't always do that.
I don't care.
No, Troy. No, Troy.
On him, man. I'll just mess with him, man.
I'm going to be real.
Francis can say what he wants to me. Hey, at the end of the day, I'm talking about technical skill.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I knew Gervonta Davis was going to body Leo Santa Cruz. Come on, guys. We just got to keep it 100. And
he got touched up, man.
Went tooth and nail with Santa Cruz twice. And that's because Santa Cruz chose to go forward and make the fight easy for Leo. But when he boxed the second time and stayed disciplined, he beat Frampton easy. Frampton is really not that good of a fighter, dog. He been moving and picking and staying clear. Once you in the same weight class as Rigo, you ain't trying to fight Rigo. He never mentioned Rigo ever.
Bruh, you tripping right now, man. How you gonna say?
Not, because he skipped all those weight classes and Rigo could have been fought Frampton, Santa Cruz. Like, come on, bro. Like that's why I'm not talking about none of them dudes. Because they was all at 122 and they skipped over Regan Diao, Guillermo, the Jackal, and they went up and we all know that on this panel. We know that.
I don't know what you mean. I don't know. I mean, look, did Carl Frampton not give a shot to Rigo? Cool. But he fought some damn good names in his career, you know? He fought Nonito Donaire. People still making the monster.
Hey, Nonito fought Rigo, though.
Exactly.
See, that's what I'm saying. Nonito not ducking no work. He from the town.
I hear you.
I hear you. To America, man.
I
He didn't stay home like some other fighters.
He didn't fight Rigo.
But Rigo,
so I don't want to hear shit about.
But he don't gotta fight Rigo because he fought Leo and I believe Abner, right? Didn't he? Oh no, he fought Leo and Quinn.
Man, them is easy fight.
Man, you tripping? You tripping right now?
I'm tripping on Rigo Diao, bro.
No, listen, I'm a Rigo fan, but Rigo had his opportunity and he lost to Loma.
No.
That's it.
Man, what?
That's it.
Nash, you tripping.
Nah, that was my man.
He was ducked for years, bro.
Listen, that was my man.
He was ducked for maybe like 6 years before they gave him a Loma fight. He was begging for Loma.
No, he wasn't.
Loma was at 122.
He wasn't
ducked.
ducked.
And Loma skipped him.
He wasn't ducked for years because he got Nonito Donaire like in his 13th fight, man.
Exactly, and once he smoked him, after that, nobody wanted work with Rigo.
Well,
nobody. All them dudes you named was at 122.
That also has a lot to do with Rigo. You know, Rigo had a few promoters. You know, he had Caribe. Don't act like that ain't true. He had Caribe Promotions. Then he had to work with Bob, and then he had to get out the Bob deal. Then Al had to throw him a lifeboat. So let's not act like Rigo was, you know, always available to be easily promoted without restriction. He wasn't. The only time was when he was with Bob. And
we're not talking about promoting. We talking about getting in the ring.
Yeah,
like,
how do you get in the ring? How do you
Rigo,
get in the ring, brother? You can't get in the
like,
ring without being promoted.
To get work with Rigo, and the fact that y'all tripping on that, like that's
all
crazy.
Right, well, that's what we talking about with Shakur right now. You know, we could see the skill, but is he getting in the ring with these names? Was Rigo got one name in Nonito Donaire, and he was shelved.
And who do we blame for that, though?
Bob Arum. I blame
All
Bob.
All right, and because you named a whole bunch of, like you said, he was Caribbean, and they had to
he had a couple promotions.
Yeah,
so is that why we should be watching Protect Yourself at all times?
Absolutely. If he would have protected himself. But listen, he had to do, everyone's situation is unique. Rigo defected from, you know, another country, from Cuba. So, like, if I'm a Cuban immigrant I'm going to take whatever deal is available, knowing I got these world-class skills. Yeah, sign me up. As long as you could get me to the U.S., sign me up. And I'll deal with that. I'll deal with that bad contract when I get to that. But let me get out this fucking, this dictatorship, this country first. And that's what he did. Then eventually he got out his bad contract, you know what I'm saying, and was able to sign with Al. So
you can't say Frampton ducked Rigo when Frampton was in all the big fights. Leo Santa Cruz.
But he never gave Rigo the fight. He never gave Rigo the fight, though.
I mean, come on, man.
But he never gave Rigo the fight. That's just the truth,
No, because he decided to go with the bigger fights, the money fights.
Yeah, exactly.
Man,
but the fights that people want to see.
Yeah, no. He should have fought Rigo because he was the top guy. We all know that.
I mean, he wasn't the top guy.
The top guy.
He wasn't.
Walters was the top guy.
He wasn't the top guy.
When you on top rank and you smack somebody, then after that, we all know you get shelved. So when you on top rank and then you beat somebody, they gonna shelf you because you was never the money man. But just like they doing Tio.
But he wasn't the guy, man. It was too many. It was too many champs out there. It was Rigo, Abner, Quig, and Leo. So like to say that Rigo was the man just because we thought he was more skilled than everybody, but he didn't have the fights. That's like right now. It's like right now, brother. Right now, Valdez is a champ. Herring is a champ. Joseph Diaz was a champ, and Shakur is the contender that everybody thinks is gonna clean out. So the fights gotta happen. You know what I'm saying? Like, you thought Rigo would clean everybody out, but he didn't get the opportunity. I think Shakur would clean everybody out, but he ain't getting the opportunity. It's can you show and prove when you given that opportunity? And some dudes get more opportunities than others.
This is true, and let's hit them with the super chats. They came in back to back. You got what? Rep it saying Frampton KO'd Leo. Leo KO'd. Frampton KO'd. Leo KO'd. Warrington KO'd. Makes Tank KO of Leo look weak now. Entire 125 is chinny. Shinobi must underrated
game of all time.
But
wait. Leo wasn't knocked out before Tank did it, so you can't discredit Tank. Leo lost to Frampton by decision, not by knockout. He didn't knock out Leo.
No, he didn't.
And,
what is he talking about?
And then what'd he say? He said Warrington KO'd. Now he's KO'd, so I get that. But Frampton beat him first. You know what I mean? But I get it. You wanted Frampton to knock him out because Warrington just got knocked out. Look, everybody don't get knocked out.
Josh Warrington beat.
Yeah, he stopped Frampton, man.
Yeah, he stopped Frampton.
What y'all talking about? He grinded the shit.
Nah, it was unanimous decision, but he still.
All right, sorry. Might as well have been, but yeah, I got you.
It's his tweet fucking y'all up. I know Leo wasn't KO'd or Warrington KO'd. He just writing that. I don't know. He gonna have to rewrite that. But Coach Myers says, what's y'all reaction to Shakur tweeting, I smell pussy? Is that you, Valdez? Did y'all see Valdez management say they do want the Herring fight next? Y'all thoughts? And what should Shakur do next to stay busy? Happy Easter. Flexing emoji, #TBB for life. I did see those tweets. Let me see if I can find it.
Ness, don't we have a problem here, though?
What's the problem?
Don't we have the problem, though? Isn't Herring and Shakur part of that Crawford family, that Bomac family?
Yes.
I think that's going to be an issue going forward. And did anybody else see the tweets of Shakur saying
but Shakur addressed it?
Stop cutting him off. Let him finish his thought. Go ahead.
Shakur put out that tweet on Instagram or whatever social media saying he hopes that Herring wins, but for business he hopes that Frampton wins. Mm-hmm. But I'm having a problem with them being in the same family. That Bomac.
Technically they not. Do they play nice with each other? Yes. But Kay Kimura trains Shakur and Brian Bomac McIntyre. Esau and Red Spikes train Jamel Herring. So the fight could happen, but Herring and Shakur Stevenson have history. They've trained in B&B boxing. But this is the tweet that he's talking about. I'm screen sharing it. It says, "I smell pussy." And Espinosa Boxing is the management team of Oscar Valdez, the WBC champion, coming off his big knockout win over Miguel Burchell. So he says to Herring, "Congratulations at Jamal Herring. Today was your day. Enjoy it, champ. How about you versus the champ, Oscar Valdez?" And Shakur jumped on that and said, "Oh, I smell pussy," because Shakur's been calling out Valdez. He just recently, 72 hours ago, said, "Look, if Valdez says he want to fight me right now, I will not fight Nakatilia and instead fight Valdez. But he don't want to fight me. None of these dudes want to fight Shakur, man." What's really good with that, fellas? Why they ducking him?
Unfortunately, I think that's what's going to happen in this situation here. You're going to have Valdez versus Herring for a unification bout. After the fight, Bomac did come out and say on another YouTube channel, clearly stating that he would rather have the unification fight.
Yeah, but how they going to get that off when it's like, yo, Shakur stepped aside?
What you mean?
Oh, I didn't know anything about that. I just figured everybody's in the ESPN family. It was easy enough to make.
Inform them, Ness. You want me to do it or you want to do it?
I didn't know anybody stepped aside.
Right, so listen, man, I'm gonna let y'all know. So if I'm not mistaken, Shakur definitely was the WBO champion at 126. When he moved up to 130, he was granted the status that normal champions are in the division below that they move up from, status to get a mandatory shot at the champion. At the time, the fight was supposed to happen with Frampton. He allowed the fight to happen. If I'm not mistaken, Frampton either hurt his hand or caught an injury, and then the pandemic happened. Oquendo stepped up because the fight was unable to happen at that particular time. If I'm my understanding, Shakur probably took step-aside money, or he stepped aside, period, for that fight to happen. After the Frampton fight happened, he allowed that fight to happen to allow Jamel to get the big fight that he's been wanting to get it off. If I'm not mistaken, it's either he took step-aside money or he stepped aside, period. So now you want him to step aside again?
Well, usually when you step aside the first time, you get...
Pardon me?
Usually when you step aside the first time, it's some sort of money reimbursement, and then you put that also in the contract.
All right.
Now, if that was the case, then Shakur should be sitting lovely and just be like, all right, I'm next. He shouldn't have to be calling out anybody.
Go ahead,
remember that Frampton already came out before the fight and said that was the agreement, that Shakur's the mandatory and he's the next fight. So Frampton was more than willing, and that's why Shakur had his fingers crossed, because he's like, yo, at least Frampton wants to fight me. I don't got to go through the yucky waters of fighting my boy. You know what I'm saying?
And then what happened, Morehouse, let me add some more information to you guys, is that he's also the WBC mandatory, but the 30-day mandatory fight negotiation after is different than the WBC giving Valdez the whole year to make that fight happen with his mandatory.
Yeah.
So it puts it in a different position. Do you understand?
That's another thing for those just tuning in. The WBO has already ordered 30 days. So, it's countdown time for Herring to decide, is he going to WBO?
The WBO ordered Herring and Shakur?
No,
yes.
No.
He ordered not ordered.
They ordered Herring to make a decision in 30 days. Is he fighting Shakur or is he vacating?
Or is he vacating? Yeah.
Why do you think that was put like that?
Because he
I
stepped
just
aside
told you why.
twice.
He just stepped aside like twice, man.
Twice. Huh?
Yeah, but is that normal to get a
what?
A time frame?
Of course, it's within reason when you've allowed this man to not only make money during the pandemic, but to stay busy during the pandemic so that he could look as sharp as he looked in the big fight. He gave him 2. He let him get the Oquendo and then let him get the big fight. Because let's be real, if Shakur is a hater and steps in the way and says, no, I'm not taking your step aside. You fighting me. Herring doesn't have the biggest fight of his career. This was the biggest fight of his career, the biggest win of his career, and the best performance of his life.
Well, then Shakur is not being a hater then. Shakur is not being a hater. Shakur's got to look after himself as of this point going forward. If that's the case, if Shakur gave Herring 2 fights, then Shakur's got to step up and think for himself right now and say, you know what, Herring, we could be boys, we could be involved in the same camp, we could be all of that, but now it's my time. I got to have the fight right now. That's what he's got to do. It can't be no Valdez talk. It can't be no anybody else's talk. It's got to be let's go right now.
I can say yes to that because I get it, but then I can say no because how old is Shakur Stevenson, and then how old is Jamel Herring? So Jamel probably need that big fight.
Jamel 35.
Not saying he need it.
35.
He 35. So you know what I'm saying? Let him get his work in.
But he just let him get 2 fights, Troy. He gave him 2. He could have been a dickhead and said, no, you ain't fighting Quendo, fight me. I'm the mandatory.
Yo, 3 strikes you're out. And Shakur's gonna step up right now and say, you know what, this is my time. I don't care.
And remember, and Troy, not to touch you.
Step up right now.
Troy, don't forget that Valdez. Troy, don't forget that Valdez ducked him from 126 to 130, and he's looking not to get him to fight again.
Valdez,
how much does he have to wait, man?
Yo, Valdez was the champ at 126. Shakur was the mandatory. Valdez tells everybody, I can't make weight no more. Shakur fights for a vacant belt. Shakur wants Warrington. Warrington tells everybody, I want to fight Shakur, but guess what? I ain't going to be with Frank no more. I'm leaving the fucking Eddie and ruin the negotiations. Shakur moves up to 130, becomes the mandatory to Burchell. He decides to fight Oscar Valdez. Like, yo, they out here playing games, man.
So why can't Shakur go after Valdez right now? Just a wait period, the year wait period.
He's got to wait a year. When
he's gonna go to 140.
No.
Ness just didn't tell you. Ness just told you to play.
No, not 140.
Wants to fight Valdez. Valdez gonna say I'm going to 140 because I can't make 30 no more.
Hell no. It's too soon. And now he with a different trainer. They won't let him. He can't duck. He can't duck no more. He's with Canelo team. You crazy? He can't duck no more.
If you're part of Shakur Stevens' team, you put a notice in the WBC and the WBO, and whatever first fight comes first, that's who you take. I mean,
the first one is already the WBO. First one is WBO. We already know. Valdez just fought Burchell. There's no way they're going to rush that fight unless Valdez steps up to the plate and gives Shakur, calls the mandatory, the way the Terrence Crawford called Aegis Velasquez early. That's what Valdez could do. He could say, you know what? I want to fight Shakur Stevenson first. I want to fight him now. He think I'm ducking.
And win or lose, that would be a good look for Valdez. Win or lose, that would be a good look for Valdez. He should do that.
I mean, I just don't think that they care about us and how we perceive the fighter. The fighter and his team are more worried with financial freedom and securing that before, giving the fight fans everything it is that they want. Like, I want you to hit that thumbs up button now, later, but preferably right now. And also subscribe to the YouTube channel and help us get to 120,000. Don't forget Border Wars, June 12th, Watertown, Wisconsin. We did an episode today, so you could go ahead back on the YouTube channel right here at youtube.com/The Boxing Voice or youtube.com, theboxingvoice.com or on iHeart, all over the place, man. It's out. Go listen to the daily update of Border Wars and what's going on. Find out which new sanctioning body is giving us some pretty new belts so that you can wear around your waist if you a winner. Find out what big fight was made in the heavyweight division for Border Wars. See what fighter stepped up to the plate. Check out our episode from earlier today on iTunes, iHeart, Stitcher, TuneIn, all the great places the podcasts are found. Remember, #TBV podcast. Gentlemen,
yo, hold on a second, Ness. Hold on a second. Doomy, you gotta tell me, give me your opinion on that, man. I didn't hear you say anything on that whole Shakur having to, wait and step aside. Like, what's your take, man?
Nah, man, he's stepping aside one too many times. It's his time. He's done enough favors. He's got to go ahead and look after what he wants for his next step. And again, man, it's gonna be.
Jamel is 35 though, right?
Yes.
Yeah, he's 35 years old, and it doesn't mean that just because he's 35 and Shakur's a lot younger that Shakur, has this, this time to wait and he can just hold on. No, it's his times now.
Yeah, and for Shakur, look, I'm young, but I want to do things like Tio. I want to be known for being a guy that's 13, 14
yeah, and to add to that real quickness, isn't he the one that came out with the moniker Chasing Greatness? And he wants to do it young, so go ahead and do it. And if the fight has to happen with Jamel, it's gonna happen. either way, they all lead back to Shakur. So unless you're getting out of the division, you're gonna end up fighting.
Hey, is anybody in fear of if Shakur makes that Jamal Harrington fight? Jamal Herring fight. Anybody in fear that Herring will step up to 140 and just vacate?
Herring ain't going to 140. He's at 130, so he'll go to 135 like he's
yes,
said.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, he already said that. He said Valdez or 135. Like, he's not fighting Shakur, man. They're gonna play the friend card. And that's unfortunate because for Shakur, now he's a 2-time vacant title winner.
Yep.
Yo, these dudes don't want to let him be great. Like, come on, man. Fight me. How you gonna say you my friend, but you don't want to fight me? You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, we could make money together. Make money together. This could be your biggest fight like it could be my biggest fight. And if you my friend, let's make money together. Let's eat.
I agree.
Yes, it's not about making money, bro. It's about clout and not getting embarrassed on TV. That this boxing ain't what it used to be. It's not what it used to be, bro. I'm sorry. It
is what it used to be with certain people. People like Crawford, people like, Earl, people like Thurman, people now like Shakur, even Valdez, even though, he didn't fight Shakur, he still fought Burchell. So it's like and Tio, there are fighters out there that are stepping up to the plate and leaping through rankings. Some are being coddled, some are leaping, man. Like, check out Keyshawn Davis. We ain't talk about him yet, but he just fought a 10-1 fighter yesterday.
Yeah, hold on a second.
Look good.
You go. I want the casual fan to let the people know what he think about that, man, real quick.
What?
Huh?
About what?
The whole situation with Shakur, man. Shakur and Herring, like what Herring gonna do? Shakur's been stepping aside. Like, let us know from the casual fan standpoint how you see it.
If he would step aside for Herring to fight.
Like, he did it already, like 1 or 2 times, and they gonna want it the third time so that Herring, being 35, can make this unification bout with Valdez for a bigger money fight versus fighting Shakur vacating the belt.
But why is Valdez bigger than Shakur in the money fight? For Herring.
Sky, what up? It's a unification bout.
I don't think there's more money in that. Is there more money in that, or is there just more belts?
Yeah, there's more. No, it's a unification, more money, and the belts. You get another belt, but you know what I mean. So how you feel? Like, should Shakur give Herring another opportunity and step aside and let him make this fight, or force him to either fight or vacate?
Morehouse earlier said that's his family, so he probably should if that's family. But if not, then he should get it.
I mean, even if it's family, yo, you already let me make 2 checks, yo. I think I'm being greedy by asking for a third one, man. Y'all tripping, man.
Yeah, and you got to think about it like this: if he's saying give me a third one, he's taking away Shakur's opportunity.
Word. He not allowing Shakur to be great, man.
Family don't do that.
Shakur can only make himself great. Can't nobody allow you to be great or stop you from being great.
Oh, yes, they can. If they ain't giving you the opportunity to fight them.
Hey. You make your own opportunities. That's the problem.
Bruh, but that's what he doing by being a mandatory, and they still vacating the belts, bruh.
That's okay. Listen, Ness, boxing is like children. They grow up and then they stop growing. These guys can run all that they want and do all of that stuff. They're going to have to fight Shakur one day because they can't go too far. They ain't that much big. They all around the same size. But so it don't matter if it's at 35, 40, 47. They're going to find him. They're going to get smoked, and it is going to be what it is.
You don't want to hear Shakur 2-time vacant world champion. Like, he's not trying to have that associated. You want to?
I don't even care at this point because there's too many belts.
Francis, let me tell you, June 12th, he gonna fight for that vacant versus Jeremiah Nakathila because we're on April 4th. So that means May 5th, 30 days up, Herring got to make his decision. His decision's going to be to vacate and move back up. Now Shakur fights on Puerto Rican Day weekend for versus Jeremiah Nakathila for the vacant WBO. That's how it's going to play out.
Wow. There you go.
Well, if Herring can't get that Valdez fight, which Bomac clearly stated,
he gonna get it belt.
No. If Herring can't get that Valdez fight, then I mean, all the other big money fights are at 135. I mean, think about it. I mean, you got Shakur Stevenson, same family, friends, all that BS. He's just gonna jump up, vacate, and go try to get some big money fights at 135 before he checks out.
So, panel, let me ask the panel a question. Enrique, David, King, Alex, let me know real quick. If Jamel drops the belt and moves up, is he a duck?
If he doesn't fight either,
Doesn't fight Shakur his mandatory and moves up, is he a duck? I just want a simple answer.
But does he fight Valdez first and then move up?
He just gave up his belt because he doesn't want to fight Shakur.
It depend. You can't. I'm sick of this duck talk. It depends on the money, and it depends on who you would get at 135. That's what it comes down to. I mean, if you can fight Shakur Stevenson for $1 million, or you can move up to 135 and catch a Davis fight and get $2 million, you can't say duck, man.
Davis gonna fight Jamel Herring without
everything in perspective.
Are you trying to tell me that Davis gonna fight Jamel Herring without a belt?
I'm just saying, like, we got to keep everything in perspective when we throw around that duck call.
I'm trying to, but I didn't feel that was okay. Cool. I feel you. What do you think, Church?
No, I know what you're saying, Francis. I got your back. I know what you're saying. Francis, I got you. It's not. I don't think it's a duck because they never stated that they would get. The only one that's pressing for work is Shakur, and I feel like Jamel and them. They're letting it go on. He's a younger guy. He needs the attention. You know, Jamel probably got a couple more years left. He probably not gonna box till he's 40. You know what I'm saying? So he go up to 35. He gets some good work. He can probably get who at 35. You can get some work with Devin Haney.
It's a shark. That's a Shark Tank.
You
135.
can get work with Devin Haney, Teofimo. Like you can get some work.
He got. I mean, why not? Why would he be called a duck if he's going to a much more dangerous division? You know, he got Sally there.
That's what Francis.
He got
is
Richard
saying.
Comey. He got.
That's
Javante.
what Francis is saying. He's trying to put it in perspective for everybody, so they don't even have to ask that question.
He will be perceived as a duck by many because they're gonna be like, yo, why you ain't fight Shakur? Why you ain't fight Valdez? Why you jetting from the division? You know,
No, it would be more like Valdez don't want to get no work with Herring rather than the other way around.
If Herring, oh, you talking about Herring taking and dropping his belt and moving up, or
yeah,
Valdez?
Herring dropping his belt and moving up and giving Shakur his time to work with them little guys, and he can go up. Because remember, he was like Ness said, he was at 35. Then he went down, so he can go back to 35, continue to get the work. Because when he first came to 30, I think he lost to Ladarius Miller because he was probably new to the weight. Once he calibrated at the weight, he started winning, and then he became, a champion or did whatever. But in the future, he can fight at 35. He got the height, and I feel like he gonna do that so Shakur can get his work. Man, they like 10 years apart for real. Like,
yo, Troy, let me jump in here real quick, man.
Sir.
I just want to tell y'all, let me just keep it real because Jamel Herring, anybody hearing it, I respect any fighter that get between the ropes. We purely talking boxing. And if we keep it strictly boxing, you got to keep the same energy for these fighters like Canelo and all these other fighters that move up to another division for another opportunity. And y'all call them ducks when they duck a fight that you feel that they should fight. So why shouldn't he want to fight this fighter right now? And miss the label. The label should just skip over him. You got to keep it consistent. That's all. I'm trying to check the temperature of what everybody talking about right now. I got to keep it 100.
I just don't like.
Energy.
I just don't like how there's like able to negotiate between whether or not you take a mandatory. I don't like that. And I feel like that in itself is some kind of avoidance. You know, even moving up, there's an avoidance. There's no such thing of like, yo, baseball teams not playing this team so that the other team could get an opportunity at the World Series. Like, it don't work that way. It's a sport. It's competitive. I'm going to be
boxing,
the one.
You can't compare boxing to nothing.
You can't. You can't.
At the end of the day, fellas, in 30 days, Jamel Herring and his team is going to have to make a decision whether or not they're going to fight or vacate. It's simple as that. Unification bout will come after a fight with Shakur Stevenson if he still has his belt.
I think
Not
there should be a
before.
penalty if you decide to vacate.
And if that happens before, we know how boxing moves. It can. I'm not saying it can.
Yo,
it can.
you know what it is? It's about popularity because no one, right? Like Shakur is so popular that the whole vacating, is he gonna fight? Is he not gonna fight? It's a story that's been going on since before the fight, like Thursday. But nobody's talking about, oh, Jaime Munguia, he's a duck. No one was saying, oh, Jaime Munguia, what is he gonna fight Andre? Oh my God. No, he just didn't fight Andre, and nobody cares or doesn't care because he ain't popular. He's not Shakur Stevenson. He's not Carl Frampton or Oscar Valdez. Those names hold weight in boxing, and people care if Valdez doesn't want to fight Shakur. People care if Herring and Frampton don't want to fight Shakur, but everybody gave a pass to Jaime. He's rebuilding with Eric Morales, so it's all right that he didn't want to fight Andre for a WBO title shot.
No, that's a duck.
And he should be penalized, different from that.
We all know that's a duck. Who gonna get in there with Boo Boo? Like, anytime you mention Boo Boo and somebody, you can say there's a 40% chance that they're not trying to get in there because of the skill set, the awkwardness, blah, 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 blah. With Shakur, it's the same numbers. They both was Olympians for the USA. Like, it's whatchamacallit was a better skilled amateur in the Olympics than Boo Boo. So when he comes to the pros, we know what it is. Once you look on the TV, you see the fight, you say, dang, he panning out as a pro. We gonna have to stay away from him. Everybody looking at each other like this. Hey, we gonna stay away from him. We gonna stay away from him. And they're gonna maneuver to stay away because you can lose your money, you can lose your position, and you could mentally get
bullshit.
So yeah, hey, y'all can say what y'all want, but
I agree. No, that's some bullshit though. But I hear it though. But that's some bullshit. You know what I mean?
But I'm thinking this is the problem. I think we can kind of get to the point of.
Yeah.
We forget it's business first. So like once I start really realizing that, I didn't get mad why these guys wasn't fighting because I knew he trying to pay that rent, and to fight this guy, the rent is gonna come to a certain type of. It's not gonna come to a halt, but that money gonna slow down. You don't want to get knocked out on TV. Your stock drops. Or you fight a person you don't look as good. Your stock drops. You fight somebody you should have knocked out and you didn't knock them out. Your stock drops. So some of these guys, before they even did, the problem is they so used to watching Floyd. Instead of having their hiccups now and elevating later because they still young, they saying, no, I don't want no hiccups. I don't want to mess up one time. And that's the difference between Canelo and the other fighters. He took his hiccup early so we can grow and learn. Now we still say he lost to Floyd, but it's in the past. It's over.
I think it's the public that start calling, yo, man, he a bum, man. He got beat by such and such, and then the promoters fall for that and they don't let him have his own lane with an L or 2 L's. There's fighters that have their own lane with 9 L's, you know what I'm saying, and been active. Gabe Rosado's one of them. Manny Pacquiao got about 5 L's. So that's the thing, man. They got to start painting pictures that, yo, he's still a beast. He just took a L against somebody that was, just better than him. We don't look at it that way.
Yo, I got a question for the panel.
I already wrote off Deontay Wilder all over the media. It's like, yo, he a bum. He only got 1-2 in his case.
Yo, I got a question for the panel. We're going to talk about ducks here, right? We got Manny Pacquiao a couple months ago. They were talking about Ryan Garcia. Ryan Garcia versus Manny Pacquiao. That's what everybody was talking about, right? And nowadays, whether it's true or not, we got Manny Pacquiao talked about fighting Terrence Crawford. Now, if Manny Pacquiao go fight Ryan Garcia for $50 million, or he could fight Crawford for $40 million, is Pacquiao a duck if he takes Garcia? That's what I'm trying to say.
Of course, we really know that. Like, that's unexplainable. Like that's we don't have to like.
With all of Pacquiao's history, you're gonna call him a duck if he took an extra $10 million over.
Yeah, because
Nah.
you fought Keith Thurman.
Nah, because look, you know what they were saying?
He's a puncher, my G.
Yo. Hey, Troy, see if you can reconnect, man. I don't know if it's like you sound like your Bluetooth isn't connected.
Yeah, you sound like you're in a hallway.
Nah,
but
it's not even the echo. It's more like a
better now?
computer
Very
type thing.
Yeah, it's very crackly. Now I'm saying to Morehouse, business makes the fights, not the public.
Yes.
So it's not.
That's
It's
what I'm
not.
saying.
Well, the public could definitely demand it, right? They can push for it. They can definitely, you know what I'm saying, get you the fight that you want. If you got the public behind you, backing you, you'll get it. That's why Andre said, I need the people to back me, because the people start saying, yo, we want to see Canelo. Yeah, it's going to happen.
Well, I guess the point I'm trying to make for everybody in TBV fam and everybody on the panel is, I mean, real fighters, I don't think real fighters are scared to fight each other. I think it's the people behind the scenes. I think it's the suits in general. And if you could fight someone for 50 or you could fight someone for 40, obviously they're going to push that fighter into fighting someone for 50. That's all I'm saying. And if that's the case, I don't think it's right for us fans to call people ducks. I really don't.
That's
especially
because,
like the example I just gave everybody. The example I just gave Pacquiao. He fought everybody. Mayweather, he lost to Mayweather. Cotto, I mean, he's been in huge fights. Marquez, he fought him 20,000 times. He lost. He got knocked out cold. Is he a duck if he wants to take an extra 10 million? You know what I'm saying?
I think
No,
that's just the
not
term
duck.
that now people use just to try to, I guess, put pressure on fighters to fight. The fights that what the fans want to see. But I mean, I don't think any that I can mention off the top of the dome. There.
How about this? How about you give me my belt? How about you give me my belt? Give me my belt or get out the way. You want Shakur to talk like that? Jamel, give me my belt or get out the way, bro.
You should.
I was like,
should.
that's the you better not duck me, son energy.
Give me my belt or get out the way. Or is he saying, yo, bro, I respect you. Do your thing, but I got to eat too, man. I got little brothers and sisters that I got to take care of. I'm the oldest, man.
Francis, the first delivery will fill the arena and sell more pay-per-views.
I'm with it, but you see, Shakur is such a respectful kid. He's not trying to. That's why he came on and said, "I smell," because
Who was that addressed towards though?
The management of Oscar Valdez, and obviously to Oscar Valdez, because they would prefer to fight Herring versus fighting Shakur, who's been calling him out since 126 pounds.
So both
Valdez after his belt check win. Hold up, after the belt check win, didn't Valdez call Shakur Stevenson name?
Yo, shout out Erickson Lubin, shout out my man, my Dominican brethren, Jason Rosario. They got the balls. There's no bullshit happening on that PBC side. They gonna fight each other. Belt, no belt. They fighting this summer. They fighting. They not waiting for Jamel Charlo. They not waiting. No, they fighting, man. So fighters, real fighters, they fight.
Yeah, you absolutely right. But didn't Oscar Valdez call out Shakur Stevenson? Wasn't Shakur Stevenson out that night, ringside, in the bubble?
He ain't call out Shakur, man. He said that.
I thought he
said,
yo, Shakur want to fight. They've been talking about that. Let's make that happen.
He said that shit for TV, man. He said that shit for TV. He don't want that. That's not the route they going.
Me then, because I thought that was the fight that was going to be next.
That ain't the
All right, second question for the panel. Here we go. We're going to bring it right back to reality.
Bring it back.
If Oscar Valdez fights Jamal Herring for unification, are they ducking?
They're both ducks. They're both fucking ducks. Quack, quack. Niggas are ducks. Both got mandatories. Both ducking the young phenom.
All right, fuck the belts, fuck the rankings, fuck everything to do with boxing.
Listen, man. I'm talking boxing. No, we're not talking about their personal life as men. That they're soft as men. We're talking about boxing opportunities that they're supposed to take. That's on the table. That's a boxing term, like a pull counter. Do you know what it is? You know, I don't know if you know
unification over mandatory. Let's just forget about that. Just
unification over mandatory. Unification over.
That's what Herring would be doing with Valdez. He'd be saying, you know what? Screw you, Shakur. I'm gonna go unify the division.
David, I hear you. How about this? How about there would be no unification if I didn't give you the opportunity for those two fights?
Yeah, but now he's still in the position of unification.
But
unification trumps everything else.
I got you. Checkmate. Let's move on, man. We good.
You mean checkmate?
You can't answer that part of the question. The part of the question that I asked you is if he would have not given him the opportunity like a man. Bro, I rock with you. I'm going to give you the opportunity. If he didn't do that, he wouldn't have the opportunity potentially to have a unification bout or even talk about it, man. Let's keep it 100.
Well, then he got punked then. He played him for a fool. I'm going off unification.
What he did was
unless it's more money. Unless it's more money.
You got to stand on your 10 and be a man and hold up your end because I did mine. Smoke session, man. It just is what it is, man. And I hate to do this because I don't like. This is not my temperature, but yo, come on, man. It is what it is, man.
What you mean it's not your temperature, man?
Forget the rankings.
The crazy part is. The crazy part is, this is what like Dave was saying, like that I disagree with, and that's why I be telling everybody to get in the ring. You actually think that people is not scared to get in the ring and get punished, bro? Man, y'all tripping, bro. Like, really think about boxing. Like, it's punishment. At the end of the day, you might not get to spend your money. So to think you gonna get in there and say, oh, well, these guys ain't kind of scared. They fought for free, and yeah, that's headgears and all of that. When it's time for this pro work and people really develop now, you know what it is. And that's why they're not fighting like that. They're not trying to take that punishment. It's not the same. And everybody can say what they want to, but you see somebody knock out 50 people like how Deontay Wilder did, who's going to be in a rush to get in there? Mike Tyson was knocking people out. People was not in a rush to get in there.
Right.
Like, come on, man. We just got to make common sense. These guys is not trying to get in there and not land punches and get punched on. Even if it's Jamel Herring against Shakur, because evidently Shakur is confident that he can beat these guys, and they need to fight. And if he steps to the side and he chooses to say that's his choice. But if he don't want to step to the side and he want to get work and they don't fighting, then yeah, they running. That's period.
I heard, but no,
hey, forget us being friends. I still need that bag and that belt. Like, I get it. It's business. Let's work now.
Yeah.
And we can still be friends when we done working. It's good, blood. We know what it is. They're not trying to do that, so they're not trying to get no work, bro.
We hear that, right? I hear that. I think that you're kind of a little bit on the wrong side because most fighters are like this. I don't get down for nobody. You gotta take me out. I will die in the ring. You know, there's that fighter out there.
Hey,
so you're telling me Valdez ain't?
You never boxed, so you don't know.
I boxed before. I boxed before. And I could tell. No, I wasn't. But I could tell you.
It's different.
Oscar Valdez went toe to toe. Oscar Valdez. You can't.
That's what I'm trying to tell you.
All right,
bro.
So you want me to just be like, yo, you right. That's what you want to hear?
I'm going to tell you why I'm right. It's different when you got a chance to hit somebody toe to toe, bro.
Yo, but you a champion. You a champion.
It don't matter. When you have a chance to hit somebody toe to toe, you're willing to take that fight. When you get in there against somebody there is no toe to toe matchup with, you're not reluctant to fight because now you're gonna be doing this and you're gonna be looking like Trey on Menace to Society, bro. You're gonna be hitting air, crying. And you're going to get smoked. You don't want to fight that. It's different when you can go toe-to-toe. Man, let your hands go because they want to hit you too. But when somebody in there shooking and slipping and sliding and you can't get hit and they hit you with sharp punches, you're not trying to fight, bro. Y'all can listen to that or y'all don't have to listen. They, like Francis said, they're not. If he was given chances, then once he decide, hey, come here. I'm giving chances because I'm the head honcho. I gave you a chance. Now, can I get my work back? No, well, you ducking then. That's it said. I'm gonna have to agree with that.
Let me get to these super chats.
Let me just finish one real quick one I have on my chest. Most fighters, they say, yo, I'm not getting put down by nobody. I have to die in the ring. Most fighters say that.
Mm-hmm.
I've heard it many times. And I've also heard promoters say directly, if the fighter don't want the fight don't happen. And that's when the belts get taken away and is vacated. And then that's when the public is like, yo, he ducked him. In whatever form it happened, whether he didn't say, oh, no, I don't want the fight, or he was just like, nah, I'd rather go somewhere else for money. It's a duck.
So we got a few super chats. Do me, where the last one you stood up? Mad
Last
Bent?
one was
Did you get the Mad Bent? Nah.
no, Coach Myers, I think.
All
was
right,
the last.
Mad Bent 100 Kansas City says Frampton is an excellent fighter. Was never in the fight. Don't take away from Herring. All right.
That's right. That's the thing, man. We should just be talking more about how good Jamel was, man.
100.
Let me see. Henry Brown says, I'm back. Laugh out loud. Ness, man, bet time for burpees. Tell Garlic Butter he doing them too. And if Ness lose in Border Wars, we doing muscle up challenge, man. Dipset. We got Ronald Finkley that says TPV panel on fire. And then we got Wasam who says Valdez ducked, Herring a duck, but Canelo not? No, Canelo duck. Obviously Charlo and Lomachenko duck. Obviously Haney. You know, these are all the same situations. Mandatories waiting for the shot and not getting them. We got Trey Miller that says the body don't move like the head can.
What do you mean about that? I mean, I get it, but who was he referring to?
I mean, Shakur gonna be beating up somebody's body.
I don't know about all that. But all I know that we can pretty much say that my Canadian brethren Jose kind of ducked you, Church. But we'll leave that alone for another time. We'll leave that for Untitled. We can talk about that.
I mean, I don't see. Jose gave him 2 fights. I don't see how he ducked him.
I said we leave that for another show. But
if anything,
because I want to break it down, but I don't want to like sway what we talking about right now.
If anything, Jose retired, Enrique. He hasn't fought since then. Jose.
Yo, is that why Jose don't return my text messages, man?
Oh, so Reek is the duck. He ducking the work, period. Wow.
I mean, yo, Cruz called out Enrique mad time, but Enrique ain't got time for that, man. You know what the marvelous Marvin had to
the
say?
silk sheets, man.
Yeah,
I don't got time for that.
My man, he's sleeping in silk sheets. His maid wears silk outfits. He can't be bothered with training and getting sweaty, man. He's like Eddie Murphy in Coming to America, man. They got the women to scrub him down and shit. You know, he ain't got time, man.
Yo, but
all right.
Real quick, man, Jamel Herring in his performance, I felt like in the pocket, he was very cool and calm.
So wait a minute. Y'all really about to talk about Herring, Shakur, Oscar Valdez for 2 hours? This is an hour and a half. We ain't gonna talk about the DAZN card.
I was trying to see, man.
I mean, listen, I don't really care. People be acting like those other dudes that we can't pronounce is popular. That goes to show how popular they not. That we've been talking for an hour and a half straight, and we haven't mentioned the DAZN card.
Where's Mario at?
No,
Mario needs to be
always
out here
ducking,
talking
man.
about that card.
Mario always ducking. He comes on 5 hours per week, man. That
Yo,
dude's out of control.
Keyshawn was victorious again.
He fought a dude that was 10-1 too.
You know, they had a little heated weigh-in.
We got a quick Cash App. Sorry to cut you off, man. We got a Cash App. They saved us the 30%. This is Arthur. Actually, this is Hawk in Maryland. It says Marvelin Hagler had 50 fights before a big name. Damn. Yeah, but back in the day, it was okay to build someone up. Like back in the day, I could have built Doomy up, and he would have fought the same dude 3 times, and nobody cares, because locally it was about building him up. Like, that's what that was back in the. We can't do that now. Look, Keyshawn's second fights are on television. He fought on the Canelo card. Now he fought on the Dubai card. Like, wow,
He's the goods, man. He's everybody's seeming to have a lot of faith and invested a lot of stock into Keyshawn. And I know it's his second fight, but those that are in the boxing.
Yeah, but second fight, and the opponent was 10-0. I mean 10-1, 10-1. So it's a step up. Definitely a step up.
Yo, he made that opponent quit too, and not only that, He looked nice in that pocket. He wasn't scared. He wasn't flinching. He wasn't moving.
Yep.
He wasn't taking a backward step unless he absolutely needed to. He just sat there, turned that shoulder, and fired back, man. He looked nice.
Yeah.
For a second fighter, pro, man, it looks like he's been in there for at least 20 fights, man. The kid is nice, man. Get behind the kid, I'm telling you.
Yeah.
He looks real strong, man. Kind of, fighters, that I feel like they just have this extra strength and power right now in their build. Another one is Charles Conwell, and for some reason it was just like, damn, it almost I saw similarities in the toughness and in Keyshawn, man. So Keyshawn's big, man. He's strong. And like you said, he was so calm in the pocket. He's a very, 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 cerebral fighter. You see him thinking in the.
Shout out to Dazn, bro. These dudes are on 1.6 million subscribers on YouTube. Dog, there's nobody that big in boxing. That's crazy.
How many?
1.6.
Hey, Doomy, was he at a different weight class in that second fight, or am I just like tripping out here? Did he go second? I mean, a different weight class?
It was the same weight class.
Oh, man, he looked so much bigger. He looked so much stronger. He looked so much like just his base in general.
Yo, they didn't put no highlights for Keyshawn. What's up with that, man? The Zone's tripping and Matchroom tripping. No highlights on the YouTube. Just the Uzbekistanians got highlights on their YouTube channel.
It's crazy because I don't know what was the agreed weight, or I don't know if there was a catch weight.
Wait, Keyshawn fought on Top Rank. That's why. Shit. He was on the Top Rank Dubai card.
Because I'm looking at the final weigh-ins, and I don't know if I'm wrong or not.
Nass, I think you messed up, Nass. I'm sorry.
What do you mean?
I'm sorry to interrupt, but
yeah.
Yo, Keyshawn was on the zone card.
Nah, man. How? He fought in Dubai, man. He's on the Top Rank Herring card.
Dubai.
Oh, well, I guess I'm tripping. I'm sorry.
Yeah. I messed up at first. Yeah. His first fight was on DAZN, but I was looking on the DAZN YouTube channel for highlights of Keyshawn, but I need to be looking on. Let's see if Top Rank did the thing and did they put him
Plus,
on.
man.
Yeah, I watched both cards, but they were like broken up in between. I had to go look at a job, so that's why I'm getting confused. I'm sorry, Ness. Go ahead.
All good. Let me see if they put any highlights for Keyshawn on the Top Rank YouTube channel, and it doesn't look like it. Top Rank only has 877,000 subscribers in comparison to DAZN, who has a 1.6.3. Jeez Louise. We got that. Shout out to DAZN, man. Damn. And they Instagram is popping. Like, they got a crazy social. I said it before. Now they numbers don't lie. I used to say it. They got a crazy social media team that's on. I mean, they Instagram is bananas. Now their YouTube is bananas. They got Eddie to 1 million. Like, them dudes is balling over there. They really working, man. They really, really working. And
yeah, they know the new wave is obviously social media as far as everything. So I think Eddie, being a young promoter, he knew better to jump on that train with the social media and push that whole thing forward.
Mm-hmm. Boston Jared with a super chat says, that's not true. Hagler fought Ray Seals and Benny Briscoe way before his 50th fight. Hawk. What's going on, man? You're supposed to be our historian, man, with all the knowledge of the back in the days. They calling you out, man. They saying you wrong. Let me see. I still see no highlights on Top Ranks. You see, this is what I'm saying, man. This is why, people like, Eddie. I think this is why, because at least they are pushing you on their social media. Like, that's where boxing people are at. Hawk with another super chat on a on a Cash App, who says, I have to agree with Francis. They're ducking. Shout out Hawk in Maryland coming through. But look, Top Rank only showed love to Frampton, who they signed, Jamel, who they signed. No Keyshawn. No Keyshawn on Top Rank. They like, yo, we got you a fight, but we ain't promoting you for free. And their Instagram has 944,000. Matchroom has 490,000, but Eddie has 1 million. You know what I'm saying? Then when you think of PBC, right? PBC on Fox, that only has 148,000. And when you look at Premier Boxing Champions, that only has 728,000. So again, DAZN just came out and they are bodying it. Like in terms of numbers, leaps and bounds above everyone else on social media. So just shout out to them for that, for sure.
And the great thing that they do, Matchroom, Sky, DAZN, whoever's involved with that whole team, the good thing that they do, even though they are paid subscription, just like ESPN Plus and whoever else, they do the fight nights on YouTube for free, so everybody can follow. Like Fight Night 1, the check-ins, you know what I'm saying? Has anybody else seen those? Or just me?
Yeah, what do you mean Fight Night 1s? What do you mean by that?
Like they do like day ones when they show up and they get the medical test when they're in the bubble. They do day 2s, they do the interviews, all that.
Yeah, absolutely. On their YouTube, they're definitely they're definitely doing their thing, bro.
And then they do the fight nights, the aftermath. You know what I'm saying?
Who's that, Top Rank?
Wow.
No, Matchroom. They keep up with all that.
Dude, these dudes are getting 35 million views in a month. Wow.
Who's that?
Matchroom?
DAZN. Yeah, nah,
on
DAZN keeps it busy.
Channel. Wow.
There was a fight I just looked up and it had something crazy, like a 3.5 mil.
Yeah, no, the fucking Dillian White shit got like 1.8. I got 1.8. The highlights got 1.8, bro. I mean, Masvidal, what's his name? Kalombo. I can't believe that shit got 97. That was a snooze.
That wasn't a snooze fest.
Bruh,
yeah,
man.
Apparently, I didn't get to see that fight. I just watched the highlights, but apparently it was a close-ass fight. It went down to decisions.
It did, but Kalombo didn't have any, like, skills to write home about, man. It's my first time seeing him, and, like, I mean... tell me what it is that you saw.
14 KOs.
What did you see?
No, I just thought that he gave. I mean, look, and I'm not gonna sit here and say that I knew Kalombo and I knew all his stats and I seen his fights, but Madrimov has always been that real high pressure fighter. So I expected him to kind of like take him out, and Kalombo showed me that he could control some range in certain times, and yeah, he did, and he gave him some problems. He didn't make it easy for him. I thought, because I didn't know Kalombo, that it was going to be a much quicker fight, and he was going to be able to have his way with him whenever he wanted. But he made it.
That Kalombo dude got hit hard too, a bunch of times.
He took some of his best shots.
I didn't even see Kalombo.
This what I be saying, man. These dudes, they be so overhyped, and then they go in there with someone you never heard of. And Kalombo, in my opinion, was barely throwing punches, man. He was on his blocking. Like, he blocked a lot. Like, what the fuck was he doing? Like, I don't know. Maybe I don't know. I mean,
I guess the expectancy,
I think he was tall.
For him to get washed, maybe. From,
I think he was tall, a little awkward, and just he survived. He survived. He went longer than people expected. It should have been some sort of knockout, and it wasn't. But I mean, look, we'll see what Kalombo does next. Keep in mind, that was Colombo's first fight outside of the Republic of the Republic of Congo.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is the first time he left and he went to Uzbekistan. And let's just be real. Everybody, like that other dude who, oh my God, what was his name? He fought Tasha. He fought Tasha. Yo, come on, man. Tasha was out here playing, man. Yo, these dudes, you can tell they got these dudes a check. They're like, yo.
Mirazizbek, Mirazakhalilov. That was a tough one.
Yo, went to Africa and just start handing out money. Like, yo, who want to lay down? Who want to lay down? Bruh. Yo, even my girl was like, yo, rewind that.
Yo, stop doing that. Africa, the continent of Africa right now got champions in 2 sports in the fight world, bro, that are dominating, bro. They got the 3 in UFC with Israil and Francis and Dango and Usman, and then they got Niger, got Anthony Joshua, you got Lawrence Okoli, You know what I'm saying? Like, stop playing. You got Michael Boo's at a lower level. Like, come on, man.
AJ was born in the UK.
But he's Nigerian, brother. Stop playing.
So what, dog? That's it. He claimed UK. That's it.
Nigerian, dog. You tripping. Yeah, go ahead.
We got another
and
one.
Israil lives in New Zealand. Your point? Go ahead.
Hawk says, when I say names, Roberto Duran, Sugar Ray Leonard is what I mean. So he's countering back. And we got YouTube. Shout out to YouTube showing us love. Thank you, YouTube. Don't forget to subscribe right here on youtube.com/The Boxing Voice. And when I say thank you, YouTube, I mean YouTube sent us a super chat. I guess they're like, yo, you guys are always live. Let me just hook y'all up. So
how much?
I mean, it's only $2.
Oh, damn YouTube.
Damn
could at least said 30. $30 YouTube would have been nice.
Yo, but Tasha Mjuaji, yo, my man, yo, bruh, I bet you he ain't even got a pick on BoxRec. I bet. Let's see. I knew it. And this the dude that I'm telling you, they just went out there like, yo, we got $1,000. Who wants to lay down? And this dude, I thought to myself, how is the zone paying for this fight, right? When, like, this dude, you know, he didn't even get no rounds. Like, what are they learning from? I ain't even gonna. Let me see if Jeffrey could pronounce this shit. This is tongue twister for what it looked like to me, but.
Mirazizbek Mirzakhalilov.
Him.
Wow.
He made his debut versus Tasha, who don't got a BoxRec pick.
That's a mouthful.
Who, if y'all seen the fight, was
Got
laying
KO'd.
down. He was just laying down. Any chance he could get, you know, any chance the punch looked like it was about to touch, he just laid down. Like, I mean, when the knockout punch, I gotta see, it looked like he had a bungee cord tied to his back, and when he tapped him in the nose, they just pulled him like the scary movies or some shit. Bro, he was an actor.
They pulled him like the lambs get pulled by the shepherd and shit. Like, shoo.
The only reason I'm telling y'all to go and watch this fight is so you can see the sheer theatrics of him, like how good of an actor he is. First of all, he's in the track. He literally runs in the fight. Like, yo, how do they pay for that? Like, first of all, how much they paid whatever this dude's name is, right? Uzbekistanian who they souping up. And if he's that good, why is he getting this type of fight?
Mirazizbek Mirzakhalilov.
If you're that good, why you getting this type of? I need y'all to go watch this fight so you can see what I'm saying. Because again, if this dude
on the zone,
it's only a round. It's funny if it goes 2 minutes. I mean, the shit is retarded. It looks like Tasha never fought, but Tasha has fought. You can see he's got a record. You know, he's actually got 17 wins and somehow 8 losses and 2 draws. So he's got a significant amount of fights, but you gotta watch how he doesn't fight. Like, he's not a fighter. How he got this many fights, I don't understand.
Yo, why he looked like when he got hit, he slid home and shit. Like.
Bro, but did you see the other one where it's like,
Safe.
yo, it was like a movie. Like the way his body, his feet are like, he's...
Yo, he hit him with that left hook. He flew and then sat on the floor. He's like, whoosh.
It was crazy, bro, to me. I don't know.
Everybody's frozen right now. This is hilarious.
What, on Skype?
Nah, it was on Skype, but it's all good now. That shit was hilarious.
So, I mean, I guess the last one we could get to is Murodjon Akhmadaliev. Or before that, we could get to my dude, I think it's Bakhdir. I'm butchering these dudes' names, man. Like,
nah, go ahead.
They need to fucking, like, you know, make nicknames for these dudes, man. Like,
so who's your man's?
My man's, we gonna call let's see what we could. His name is.
Just call him Keyboard.
No, his name is
Master Keyboard.
Nah, his name is Bakhdir Jalolov.
Yeah, the heavyweight. Yeah.
Okay, Bakhdir Jalolov.
I gotta Google what's going on because this dude was with Lou DiBella. I don't know what happened. Did Lou DiBella lend him to the zone? Did he leave Lou? But you know, he's being moved. I don't want to say slow, but I feel like I've been knew about him. I've been seen him fight on a Lou card. I've been told you guys about him. and now he's finally getting on a card that was, you know, Uzbek on Uzbekistan, you know, in Uzbekistan or whatever. But yeah, you know, I watched him fight before. I watched that Hugo Trujillo fight for sure. You know, he's decent, tall, 6'7", good power. But even him, you know, this dude, Kristaps, Zutis.
Damn, I mean, he said the Crip Creeper.
He really he came to fight more than Tasha, but he was too small. Like, he's 6'2", this dude is 6'7". He was literally just from the southpaw, you know, pawing him up. Nice jab, sometimes pawing him, sizing him, and then looping the left around the earmuff. And then he started to work the hook, and it was a wrap. My man clipped him with the hook. He threw the left, and he didn't even connect. Like, yo, I'm just saying, why y'all paying for fights with no resistance? It's like free checks.
It looked, yeah, it was like build me up fights. Just, you know, they tried to build up a card, man, and with guys that are.
Can we let one card slide for cripe's sake?
Who do you want? Shakhram?
No. Listen, this is what I'm saying.
I'm saying. I mean, we just had Dillian White last week. I mean, come on,
that was a good fight. That was a good fight. Nobody was mad at Dillian White. I'm just saying that. How are they paying?
Could it be one that's not the greatest fight of all time?
That's just saying. Can we pay? Can we not ask for more? I mean, come on, one card.
No.
We could go back to saying.
No, but I don't think that we should make that an argument. It should be more about, are they spending their money correctly? Like, with these opponents.
All right, then you got an argument there, Nash. I'm with you there.
But that's what I'm saying, that these guys are not putting up resistance. Why are they giving out free checks?
Oh,
how much did he get paid? How much was his pay?
I don't know what he got paid. I'm just saying.
It could have been 2,500.
They're giving guys exposure.
Okay, but they giving the opponent 2,500 in your eyes. But what they giving the A side? That's what I'm saying. They giving them a free for that. Just tell them to keep staying in the gym and give them money.
Nah, they probably like, yo, you getting promotion, you getting 5,000.
You crazy as hell. Bakhdir Jalolov got 5,000 for that fight.
And that's his last name only, not his whole name.
No, what I'm saying, at the end of the day.
Yo, but first of all, Enrique, you don't even know.
We're getting cards every week.
No, Enrique, you don't even know how right you might be. You don't even know how right you might be. I'm going to tell you why. Big Baby Anderson got 7,500 to fight eBay, who was more popular. He was built up on the COVID American television. Jalolov, you know, dudes don't know him, so maybe he ain't getting 7,500.
My God, 7,500?
Yeah, maybe he ain't getting. Big Baby Anderson got 7,500 to fight eBay, man.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I mean, if we don't know him, and was he in the full arena? Was he the main event?
It looked like it was people in that arena.
Was he the main event?
Hell no.
All right, then.
Knows him.
A fat carpenter makes more than that, and I'm talking about myself. God damn.
Yeah, but they get that in one fight. They get.
But
that
he got to train 8 weeks
for that
in
one job.
Yeah, but these are the small fights. They're getting what you're getting, but you're not getting their popularity and their opportunity to get even bigger jobs and endorsements and sponsorships.
Sponsors, yeah.
Being on television.
7,500 though. Come on, man.
Okay, but yeah, you getting 7,500 for the fight. Plus, how many sponsors want to put a patch on your shorts because you on national television or globally on the app?
He deserves every penny.
Plus, you're on TV.
Yeah.
So you're making 7,500 and still putting out business cards and have to put in the work to let people know that you exist.
But I didn't think it was that low. I mean, I might be out on Fairyland. I might be out on Fairyland. I didn't think it was that low.
Canelo's first fight, he got paid $300, bro.
Yo, a lot of people's first fight get paid $0.
$300.
We're talking about ESPN, Big Baby Anderson. I mean, we know him. We see him. The Chucky doll, the walkout, Halloween. We follow him. Like, damn, 7,500 though, do me?
Yeah, man.
Yeah. I mean, look, man. If he keeps doing what he's doing, man, he'll be making a lot more than that. And
I'm sorry. I thought I'm sorry. I thought it was
Floyd, Pacquiao, all these other guys equate to
So,
like 5% of the money of that big money that you get to see. Like,
Hey, yo, listen, man. I gotta cut you off for a second, man. Please, I gotta cut you off for a second, man. This is your daily, public service, nightly public service announcement. For Border Wars and everything we got coming up with TBV. The whole entire family. Shout out to you and you and you. First of all, Border Wars 11, Watertown, Wisconsin, June 12th. Get in the ring and swing. We got another big fight that was signed today. Smoke 'em Out Jay's taking on Sean, Mission Impossible. And that's going to potentially be the main event. We got that slide as the main event right now, unless, something big happens. That fight's going to go down. So I'm looking forward to that. You still got time to put in your money, and we'll match you with somebody. Get in the ring and swing. Don't forget, BPE Network is going to be showing the fight live. You can download BPE Network, type in Border Wars, and you can see our previous event, Border Wars 10 in Florida, where Ness is from. Also, don't forget, it's going to be at the bar. Shout out to Adrian Rowan and George, for holding us down. 400 to 500 people capacity. We're talking about servers, drinks, ring car girls, smoke, lights, music, indoor,
All
out.
right, hold on.
You're not gonna want to miss it, man. You're not gonna want to miss it.
You threw me off. Is the fight in Wisconsin or in Florida?
Watertown, Wisconsin.
Oh, so why you said in Florida where Ness is from? Because I
No,
missed
I said
that.
if you download the BPE Network app,
you will see the Border Wars that took place in Florida.
That was in Florida, where Ness
okay.
is from.
Because you
gotta
started
stay with
spitting
me.
like you did the whole bust around. Let me do it. Threw me off.
My fault. let me slow down for the casual. Also,
Nah, I got it now. You explained it.
Okay, cool. So after that,
I think the exciting part is that you fighting Border Wars and you can tell all your friends and family where they can watch it.
Yeah,
on BPE.
BPE. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna want to be a part of this one, man. We're gonna have the ABF is gonna be a sanctioned commission that's gonna be providing some belts for that fight for our fighters during that event. We got Protect Yourself at All Times. Doomy, get that thing ready. We got Protect Yourself at All Times that's gonna be a part of our event. They're gonna be helping our fighters be prepared with headgear and 16-ounce gloves. Shout out to Bravos, who's going to provide our fighters with waist protectors, groin protectors, lower region protectors, whatever you want to call it. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to them. And Protect Yourself at All Time is dropping what, a 7-part series, Doomy?
Seven-part series dropping this Tuesday. April 6th is going to be the first episode. 7-part series. So make sure to catch that Tuesdays and Thursdays. Good friend Adrian Clark, Protect Yourself at All Times, has been doing an amazing job, providing educational services and, vital information to boxers to ensure that they are, aware and how to protect themselves out of the ring in the business of professional boxing. So yeah, guys, man, you already know Adrian Clark. Big shout out to him. He's been working on this for a while now. It will be playing on the Fight Network on YouTube. Okay, so that's the Fight Network on YouTube.
When is it?
And it is on April 6th. The first episode will be airing. It's 8 o'clock Central, 9 p.m. Eastern time. So make sure to catch it. You'll see.
But what if I have YouTube? I could just log in. I need YouTube Premiere.
No. You just go ahead and if you're on YouTube and you already have an account on YouTube, all you got to do is search for the Fight Network YouTube channel, and it'll be premiering on the YouTube channel. Yeah,
Thank you very much, Doomies. And after our Border Wars 11 event, which will be live streamed by BP Network in Watertown, Wisconsin, where we're going to be putting on a show, we got a 3-on-3 basketball tournament in Florida. You're not going to want to miss this one. This one's going to be fire. It's going to be in August. We haven't locked in a date just yet, but keep it locked for this one, man. 3-on-3 basketball tournament. Lace up your kicks for all those who don't like to get punched in the face. You know what I'm saying? You think you can hoop. You know what I'm saying? Lace up your kicks and join the family and get on the court and do the thing. Barbecue.
Wait, Francis, you hoop?
Everything. Yes, I do, sir.
Oh, okay.
And then also we have our live show that is going to be happening in a city near you. Definitely, we're looking at Texas or Vegas for the live show. Keep it locked for that day coming forward, where we're going to be sitting down live doing a show in front of you, our TBV family and fans, and we're going to be interacting with you, having interviews live. We're going to have drinks, the bar, the food, You dress up, bring your lady. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna have an amazing time. It's gonna be a great show. This is the start of something amazing, and we got a lot of things coming up.
I like that idea. So the show is live on YouTube.
That's gonna be the first live show of our 3-city tour.
There you go.
Yo, and TBV fam, anybody out there, you miss a show like this with the BPE network and protect yourself at all times, you just straight up a sucker. So make sure you tune in, make sure you chill with the fam, and make sure you don't miss anything. TBV fam, BPE network, protect yourself at all times. They're doing it big. And make sure you show up for Border Wars. Watch it or show up live. You don't want to miss it.
Hey, Alex, man, why you calling me an ass, man? That's kind of crazy. But yo, Andre
I said you ass in basketball.
Oh, you bet. Just hope you're on my team, man. You'll see what's
ass. I can't wait.
I know. But yeah, man. So this is what we got going on my TV. We got a lot of things going on. Border Wars is gonna be popping. Trust me, you're gonna see Enrique. You know what I'm saying? The casual fan on the microphone, spitting that fire. Hopefully, you know what I'm saying, for Border Wars 11 in front of 400 or 500 people live. Maybe it can happen. We're not sure. What's up?
So 3 cities.
Let me find out Francis Duncan out here.
3 cities. 3 cities. The 3 cities that we have in mind for our tour is the tri-state area. So if you in the tri-state area and you have a local business and you want to bring TBV to your business the way that the bar's bringing us to Watertown, Wisconsin, and have us perform our live show and have us bring the biggest names that we can possible to your location, have fighters at your location, be live on the show at your location, have fans come out, meet and greet with those fighters, have that sponsorship, give you guys goodie bags, all that. Let us know. Hit us up, any form of social media, anyone with a nice size location in the tri-state area. That's New York, Connecticut, and even, Philadelphia, because we're very big out there. Then the next location is in Dallas.
Yep.
Irving, Texas, Dallas, Irving, Love Field, all that good shit out there. If you got a location out there, let us know. And we can start locking in your city. And last but not least, we doing LA. Same thing. If you're a business owner in LA, you listen to the show, you want to be a part of it, you want to bring us to your city, your bar, your dinner, your restaurant, your establishment, let us know.
What about if it's a boxing club,
What, like a gym?
Yeah, like a gym, like the Capitillo gym we were in. Like, what if it's a spot like that?
That's not really what I want to do. I don't want to.
Like, yo, we got a DJ.
We're moving. TVV's moving above and beyond that now.
Yeah, I mean, no disrespect to gyms, but
venue, man.
No disrespect to gyms, but we just want to have a venue that you can come out with your lady and sit down and enjoy the show. Have some drinks while we are performing. Right. And if we don't find a venue, we'll probably do a private venue. You know what I'm saying? Because like Joe Buttons, we want to be able to. I want you to be able to have your little. What do you drink these days?
I'll drink Hennessy Privilege, Casamigo, stuff like that.
All right, and I want to be able to light up, like I'm doing right now, doing the live show.
Enjoy ourselves, yo. This is the way. I don't know about y'all, but I'm excited, man, for just the next level. Like, every shit's moving because, we bring everything together, man. We're gonna be out with the people, you know what I'm saying, doing what we do best in front of the people, interacting with them. So now instead of you typing, we can hear you say, Ness, you full of shit. Narrative Ness, we can hear say, do me activated. You know what I mean? We get all that feel, you know what I'm saying? And when people get a few drinks and then what happens? They start to get to talking. So it makes it even more interesting with the dynamics, and we're gonna have a great time and just build, you know what I'm saying, especially in the tri-state area. I'm excited, man. Plus the 3-on-3 tournament, that's gonna bring a whole nother element, because now we got other YouTube content creators that might want to join, you know what I'm saying, bring a team into the tournament and just make it a bigger event. So TBV,
shout out to Barbershop Conversation, said he'll be bringing a 3-man team. No ringers though, no ringers. But yeah, Enrique, man, we gonna look to get like a venue similar to what we have for the appreciation night,
Yeah, that's what it sounds like. Or like the Chivas Regal nights.
Yes,
that's what it really feels like.
Where we activate the bar, man. We gotta activate the bar, man. We gotta get shit activated, man. Unlike Doomy, who's just been there. Like, Doomy,
it brings a whole other level for the fighters too. people out there forgetting. This is gonna bring a whole other level for people who's fighting that night. You're gonna feel hand.
Oh,
You know
man.
what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean
Bro.
that's for Border Wars, but I mean, right, we trying to do a live tour, 3 cities, but we are gonna add the element of fighters. Like I'm definitely gonna invite fighters. It'll be just like an appreciation night. You know what I mean? I'm trying to invite fighters, and you know, we trying to have goodie bags. You know, and we trying to be able to put on a fantastic night, man. 3-city tour, tri-state area. So New Jersey, New York, Philly, PA, even Connecticut, Coach Myers, get that spot. Let's get that spot, even though Connecticut is like, if I'm from New Jersey and it's like, yo, Enrique, you performing in Connecticut, I got to be like, damn, I got to drive. That's 3 hours. That's 3 hours.
Yeah, it depends where you at. But
Yeah, it depends because I was surprised. There's the tip of Connecticut is right next to the Bronx, isn't it?
Yeah, right there, champ, right there.
It ain't really right there, but
I mean,
Yeah,
once you
but
pass
Mohegan
Co-op City and all
Sun,
that.
Mohegan Sun ain't right there.
no, Mohegan Sun's definitely not right.
That shit ain't right there.
Nah,
That's a 3-hour ride from New York
what
City.
else they got? What else they got? Like New Haven? That shit ain't right there.
Yeah, that shit ain't right
None
there.
of that
West
shit is right there.
Haven.
Know what I'm saying? But it is what it is. If you really love TBV and you in New Haven, you should be able to drive out. You know what I'm saying?
Yo,
you never
real
know who
quick,
we
you're
get.
gonna go to callers, right?
It's a slow night, man. We got a few callers on Skype. Remember, you can call us on Blog Talk at 1-425-569-5241. Press 1 time. Yo, Moore's House, don't feel lost, man. It's that you ain't got no iPhone, so you would have been seeing all this shit. But you in the tour plans, man. You in the tour plans. Don't worry about that. It's just you in that Android, bro. And if we put
I know, man.
If we put you in
I'm
the
sorry,
group,
man.
it's gonna fuck up the chat. Like it's not gonna be a chat no more. That shit gonna be green.
Yo, yeah, she gonna be green.
Man,
You
yeah,
put
the
up
border
videos
war-
and all that shit. Yo, I'm gonna tell you, at work they got an iPhone only group text.
That's what we got.
And then I know that's what we have. That's what I'm saying. That's how important it is.
Yeah.
There's an iPhone only, and then the second one is everyone. Because iPhone only, you get everything.
And I bet you that everyone one don't get anything. They late.
Nah, they get to click on the link type shit.
Yeah, man.
I'm part of the TBV.
Without
fan.
an image.
I'm part of everybody out there. TBV's got me working on the heavy bag, got me working on the speed bag, but y'all ain't getting me to that iPhone. I'll tell you that right now.
Hey, man.
Yo,
listen.
Truth to that Android.
Listen.
Yo,
Whenever
Morehouse,
you ready, or anybody else out there, let me know so you can use my T-Mobile link. I made the switch. I really reached out because I want a true sponsorship. Like, I actually like the service. It's better than AT&T, but that's out here. AT&T was bomb in the tri-state area. That shit was religiously great. Out here, that shit don't work. T-Mobile is way better. Way more bars out here. Better service. Free Netflix, yo. Free Netflix.
Shit, forever?
I mean, for the longevity of my account. Free Netflix. I got the new phone on them. They gave me $830 for my old phone, and I had an old phone. I ain't upgraded in a few years, so I can't.
I thought you had the 10 or the 12 at least.
I had the 10X Max Pro. I had a good phone. It was a 512 gig as well, but it was the one with the camera like this. Now they got like 3 cameras and shit.
The third eye camera.
Yeah.
The LR technology.
Yeah. What's LR stand for?
I have no idea.
All right. So don't be spending that shit because I'm now I want to know.
Yeah.
That means
But Moore's House.
Now I'm like, yo, what's LR? Let me look up LR.
I put the curiosity seed in your brain though, champ. It's basically the military technology that sends out lasers and then it could like basically map out the room.
But on the real Moore's House, you do need to like come on over the iPhone if you want to be up to date. Just saying, because we be texting 24/7. Like we got dudes from the UK in the chat, we got dudes from Cali. So it's not just us. Like everybody's putting information in there, and that's how we getting all the news always.
Yo,
up to
sometimes
date.
I'm
Man,
up
there
at,
ain't no other way, man. There ain't no other way.
there ain't no other way. Get yourself a second phone if you want to keep your Android.
Man, now you acting like a drug dealer out here with 2 phones, man. I got one phone.
You already acting like a baller. Talking about 7,500. I do that in one job. I would do that in one job. You sound like Enrique
Not
now.
one night, but one job. Yeah,
Sound like Enrique and shit.
Nah, I never said that in my life.
Alright. You be saying that. Shout out to Enrique. He hustling hard these days, man. Yo, so you just closed on the 4th season, or y'all still recording?
Nah, we go to June 3rd. Oh shit! I forgot to tell you,
That
Mark
you met
Breland
my
is
man.
gonna be in the show.
Yeah. You told me in text that Mark Breland gonna be in last OG.
Oh yeah, Mark Breland was telling me like, yo, we can't find Mark Breland, and I was like, yo, maybe because he trying to lay low from boxing.
Yeah,
he's
no, he
going
got a
to play a
lawsuit.
coach.
They saying he got a lawsuit out now. So what? They said they couldn't find him, or they got in touch with him.
They couldn't find him. Then they came back. Yo, we got Mark Breland.
Oh, you gotta be like, yo, Mark, you don't remember me?
Yeah, I'm gonna hit him with that, but I don't want to say Deion. He probably gonna be like, "Yo, I'm disconnected from that."
I
thought
he's gonna hit you with that lawyer talk.
I thought he was disconnected from boxing, period, because that's the role they wanted him to play, a coach. Chris Colbert gonna be in, and then some other Dominican kid who I don't know, but he's a real actor though / boxer. So
damn, yo, Colbert done in it.
yeah, Colbert gonna be in it.
Bro, Colbert said he had big news, and I ain't see no news yet, man. Like, what's really good, man?
Everybody got big news, even
Bro,
Ryan.
let me tell you something, man. PBC need their own app, man. They ain't got enough dates. If they had an app, they would have fighters fighting every week. They could have fighters fighting on Tuesdays. They could bring back Tuesday night fights. They could bring back Friday. They could make different things like Tuesday be they prospects. Anybody 15 and under. Friday be their contenders. Everybody on the brink of a title shot. Saturdays will be they motherfucking championship fights. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, PBC slacking because they got dudes sitting out for years. Dudes is literally out for years versus fighting every week if they had an app. They really need to sit down with Dazn and be bought out. Or bring their business to Dazn the way that Oscar brought his business to Dazn. Like, why you can't go sit down and see what they... Look, we all know it was like, what, 56 million Fox gave him for the season? Something like that. And then Showtime gave him another... I don't know. We could look it up, but let's say Showtime gave him like 28, something light. You know what I'm saying? Like, Dazn was trying to give Wilder 120 for 4 fights. They could give you a better budget than that for the year. We could like if Al, he could try and negotiate, give me 250 million per year. Out that 250 million, I got to get all my 200 fighters to fight. Now, keep in mind, he got 200 fighters. I ain't saying everybody $1 million fighter, but if they is, that budget ain't that big. But we all know they not all $1 million fighters. You know what I mean?
Right. I don't know. I think it's more than that to just assemble an app.
No, but why assemble an app when you could just go to Dazn?
Because Dazn deals directly with Eddie Hearn. He handles the majority of what they do.
No, they don't. Remember this. Oscar got his own deal with Dazn. He had his own dates.
That's right.
He had his own dates.
Triple G got his own dates.
Hold on, that's how he was able to court Canelo, because even though Oscar was Dazn, Eddie, instead of Markowski, I'm butchering his name. Markowski being the face, Eddie would start to show up as the Dazn representative.
And that's
in
fine.
fights that included Golden Boy.
Yo, but that's fine. But Golden Boy,
it was easier for him to mingle and talk with Canelo and all these other fighters. I'm saying, Eddie's fast, Eddie talking. How that go, man.
That don't got nothing to do with Oscar having dates, man. That don't got nothing to do with Oscar having his own dates.
No, Oscar having dates. I'm just saying that I don't think Al is willing to do that Oscar did, which is have that type of relationship where Eddie's so close to
Damn.
promotion with the fighters.
What about that idea? Shout out to Brandon. I never thought of that, but I don't know, man. I barely turn on my Amazon Prime unless somebody sends me there for a good subscription. Like I went there for the Eddie Murphy movie, fell asleep, didn't watch it all, but it was funny, everything that I did watch. The second Coming to America I'm talking about. But Brandon, who didn't super chat, but he's a member, so I'm going to say, he said, I've always said PBC needs to go negotiate a deal with Amazon Prime. While I like the idea of Amazon Prime because it'll be free to me since I already got Prime, I would rather PBC still go sit down and hear what DAZN can offer. Because if they could bring their 200 fighters to DAZN, and again, DAZN got dates. Like, look at the card they just put on in Uzbekistan. They spending money on that. Like, they might as well spend the money to bring PBC to their network. You know what I mean? And I'm going to be honest. Again, we went through all the social media numbers. DAZN's doing a better job at social media marketing and building fighters than PBC is in terms of social media. Their YouTube channel is one of the biggest. The Instagram's one of the biggest. The promoter for Matchroom is the biggest. No one got more followers than Eddie in boxing. Like, it's crazy.
Does Fox Sports have an app?
Yeah,
but they ain't doing dates though. They ain't doing.
But that's they just gotta activate that.
They ain't doing unlimited bandwidth, man.
You're part of one that got an app. Just activate the part of the app. The ESPN and ESPN Plus, they got the deal. Just activate that part of the app. All I gotta do is pour money into the Fox Sports app.
Nah, man.
You know what I'm
Listen,
saying?
They can, but
I don't want them to.
They don't have a lead like DAZN does right now.
And I don't want them to just all of a sudden be like, damn, we fucked up. DAZN was right. We need an app and build their app so it gotta slowly bubble. Get that shit out of here.
I like the Prime idea because I already pay $125 a year for Prime. The tricky shit about Prime was I was recommended a movie, an old movie, because I was like, hell no, that ain't better than Rocky, Raging Bull, that I didn't know was shot in 1980, right?
Yeah.
But it was in black and white.
So you watched that black and white shit? You tripping?
Nah, man. I didn't watch it. I went to watch it.
And that shit was free on HBO or on demand when I had HBO.
Nah, I went to watch it. It might be on HBO. I didn't check. He said, yo, Amazon Prime. That shit was $3.99 to rent. $12 to buy. I was like, I'm not gonna buy this shit. So I thought it was for free. I pay $125 a year. So I could see PBC going in there and throwing some pay-per-view fights.
Yeah, but the thing is with DAZN, even though like this past weekend, Ness is talking about the keyboard names, you just smash the keyboard and that's the name. It's consistency. It's every week. It's every weekend.
But it ain't entertaining. There's no story. That's something like, I just want to watch boxing. I ain't got nothing else to do.
Exactly.
Yeah, but eventually,
keyboard
if you're
name. How do you say his name?
Consistency.
Mordo
Kazami
keyboard name. That's
that's the same blueprint that TBV's doing. It's consistency every day. That's what DAZN's doing. They're taking a book out of Ness's page.
Yeah, we did talk about Ryan and Javier Fortuna's agreement for the summer fight, man. Just skip right over that one.
Yo, I'm out of time, guys. I gotta go. But I had a hell of a night with you. Thank you. TBV_casual fan is my Twitter. Hit me up. Peace.
Peace, brother. Be good. Be safe.
Cash mash.
So yeah, I mean, Ryan came out on his social media and announced it, Doomy. He said, look, I signed the contract, big announcement coming, so you know.
I think he said the big announcement's coming Tuesday, right? They're gonna do like a press conference or like I don't know.
We got the Fortuna fight. We got the Fortuna fight, bro. This is I mean, how did you guys feel about Campbell?
Shout out to Fortuna, man. Shout out to Fortuna. Sources tell me he's getting paid the most money he's ever made in his career, and he's getting more than the $600,000 that he was gonna get that Haney's father was offering. So the fake $600,000 Haney's father was gonna try and get him, he's getting more than that to fight Ryan. That's crazy.
Hell yeah.
That's
crazy.
Good to
hear. Yeah, that's great to hear, man. That's great to hear for him and his family, man. Everybody's gonna be good, eating well soon. You know what I mean?
Campbell and Fortuna. I mean, these guys obviously present different styles, but do we say Fortuna's an even more dangerous fighter than Campbell now? I mean, you know how the judging's gonna come, the barometer, and everything else.
He's dangerous from a different aspect. He's dangerous in a rugged way. Campbell was dangerous in a technical Olympian way. You know, every fight is a test.
This is gonna be a test.
The problem that Campbell had was he was too technical, and then he ended up getting caught. Fortuna, he's more aggressive. He's going to come forward. So I think, as of right now, early prediction, I think he's going to get caught early and often. And I think that it's going to be done and over with before Campbell. I think, Campbell was 6 rounds, 7 rounds?
You think Ryan knocking out Fortuna?
Before 6.
Wow.
Yeah, before the Campbell fight. Just because he's too aggressive.
Morehouse said he got Fortuna. Ryan before 6. Dang.
Yeah, because I just think Fortuna is too aggressive.
Luna.
You know what I'm saying? Campbell was a little bit more like pretty with it. You know what I'm saying? Like he was more, I don't know, standoffish. But I think Fortuna's just too crazy. Gonna come forward and get clipped. And he's
real quick. Let me just correct the chat off topic. But you know, Enrique is one of the co-hosts. He's been around here for many years. Don't want him and his job description outside of the show being confused with a bartender. Enrique is far from that. Enrique is a big time movie guy, and he is on the set right now recording The Last OG with Tracy Morgan. You know, Mike Tyson was on that show. You know, so many people, you know, and that's outside of that. You know, he's worked with all the big names for real. Really need to look him up. But I mean, with Beyonce, Rihanna, you know, he's done all types of stuff, man.
Kelly Clarkson,
Soul Child, like Enrique's that dude, man.
Baby, champ. Legendary baby.
Enrique, you know, rents equipment and gets paid more than the real Big Baby did in that fight with Langston. It was Langston Hughes, not eBay. He probably made more money for eBay. He made $7,500 for that Langston fight.
Okay, eBay. Yo, so Ryan Garcia got the fight locked down, loaded, man. And Morehouse, I'm not even gonna lie, brother, man. I was thinking the same thing. I'm thinking that Fortuna, if he's you know, because we talk about, you know, how careless he can get or how rugged he is. I feel like he can run into one of those left hooks, those super fast flash hooks that, you know, my man Garcia throws. So I think that you're spot on. If Fortuna doesn't make those adjustments in camp and realize that he can be susceptible to one of those speedy hooks, he can get caught ugly. And we've seen that Ryan Garcia packs a wall up, man. He showed us he can knock guys down.
But Doomy, I'm saying that Doomy, because I don't think Fortuna is the type of fighter to care about the big lights. Like, I think he's gonna do exactly what he does. So I'm only saying that because I don't think Fortuna is going to be like, this is a big occasion. Like, I got to be careful. I got to change my game plan. I think Fortuna is going to fight exactly like he fights. And unfortunately, I think he's going to get caught. That's all I'm saying. I just don't think Fortuna is going to be struck by the big lights and, like, just fight like a completely different Fortuna that we've ever seen.
So, just to be clear and go back to my idea, right? Like, Al has a deal with Showtime because of his alliance with Espinoza, but he has a separate deal with Fox that has nothing to do with Espinoza. So he had 2 deals. And all I'm saying is, versus you could take your 56 million or your 28 million. It was one of those numbers that one of those networks gave him. You could take that and the other half of your fighters that you put on, because he had them half and half. You know what I mean? So it's no different. You need to see what the zone is offering for however many fighters you willing to lend them. You know?
You said lend them.
Yeah.
Yo. Oh man. And it is what it is. I think negotiations like that, it can happen as long as, you know, things are fair across the board.
For real, man.
But yeah, man.
I think Fortuna definitely is gonna add that spice that a lot of people. I don't agree just yet with Morehouse and Alex. With all due respect, I feel like Fortuna is a seasoned veteran. Has seen a lot. Has been around a lot. He's fought. You know what I'm saying, some fighters that he has pushed to the limit that we have had to second guess whether or not their skills is either as great it is or is it just Fortuna, you know what I'm saying, was just dominant in a certain aspect of the fight. You know what I mean? Whether it's pushing his opponent back, whether it's making a boxing match into a brawl, whether it's, you know what I'm saying, choosing to do the duck inside out, quick movement, punching from orthodox stances, punching on the move, like he seems like he's seen it, he has done it, you know what I mean? So can he do something that Ryan hasn't seen yet, hasn't dealt with yet, a certain style, a certain movement from watching Ryan's tape, you know, all the tape of Ryan's fight? Can he work on a certain movement? And I feel like Fortuna can, you know what I mean? And yes, he is susceptible, just like everybody, to that speed of Ryan Garcia. And we know speed equals power. So if he gets caught, he could potentially get hurt. How hydrated is he? How much punch resistance does he have at this age? All those things come into play, man. But I don't see it the way you guys see it. I see Fortuna definitely giving Ryan Garcia the toughest test of his absolute career.
Let me get out to these callers, gentlemen. If you haven't already done so, hit that thumbs up button. I just hit it. It turned it to 137. You do yours and turn it into something even better. Take us all the way to those magical numbers and thousands. Don't forget to subscribe to the YouTube channel, as it helps with the visibility of the show. Click that notification bell so you get notified every time we do go live, because we did go live earlier this morning and you probably missed that. We actually went live twice. Border Wars show plus a little morning afters. So yeah, man, do not be left behind on any episode. Subscribe to the YouTube channel, click the notification bell, be notified.
Subscribe to youtube.com/theboxingvoice for the latest and greatest interviews with your favorite fighters.
Remember to rate us 5 stars on iTunes.
Going out to Emmanuel, what up?
Champ.
Gotta unmute, champ. Gotta unmute.
Don't make me throw the towel in.
All right, maybe he's just listening. We're gonna go out to Hawk. Hawk, what up?
Yo, what's up, fam? Hey, that Garcia, man, got a lot of heart taking that fight. That Fortuna is a wild cat. So, yeah, he's definitely getting in there with a veteran. The Fortuna may do anything in a fight. I mean, Garcia is really going to see some different stuff, but he is quick and he hit hard. But I don't got that Fortuna laying down, bro. I got him dealing with some wild veteran moves up in there, fighting that boy. What I was about to say, I would say Pacquiao's people supposed to be his official, whatever, saying that they not signing the fight. What's his name? Terrence Crawford.
Yeah, that was Sean Gibbons, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but people are saying that Pacquiao has a lot of people negotiating on his behalf.
Right, a lot of different fights that he's supposed to be fighting. Everybody negotiating, but I did hear that Joshua and Fury will be signing next week. Then they got like 30 days to get a venue together. But yeah, so I definitely can't wait for that if it come on. Man, right. It's supposed to be next week, but they're gonna come out official with everything. What's his name? Hearn. You got to go to Hearn's little thing and say that. So we'll see.
We will.
But that's my call, fella. Huh?
I said we will. Let's see, man.
Yo, you know what this shit sounds like? It feels like, Ness?
What?
It feels like me trying to keep you the wet wood that you got alive. As soon as I heard this dude to this fire, he's trying to keep the fire alive.
Yeah. Every week,
you throw a little bit of scrubble on it.
So a little bit of fucking what do they call that? When you built the fire, the little bit of
Kindle.
little Kindle.
Hey, you know it's going down. You throw a little bit more kindle. Come on, stay hot.
Yeah, I mean, you know, they're trying to keep it out there in people's minds, you know. I mean, look, Fury is training. Javier Capotillo did post a post that is getting a lot of traction on social media where he says just got off the phone with Fury and, you know, it's going down. Like, they about to go into camp. So, yeah, let me pull that up. Right, where's that at? Here it goes. Zoom that. Screen share that. Boop, bop. He says, great chat today with the champ at Gypsy King. Camp soon to be started. Stay tuned. Good news coming. So a lot of people are like, yo, what does this mean? What about Sugar Hill? I just think he's bringing in everybody. You know what I'm saying? You know, that's what he does. He's like a dude that brings in everybody.
Traveling around. So he's gonna be holding camp at Capotillo's?
No, he's probably hiring Capotillo, bringing him into camp, you know, and Capotillo's letting us know that.
He was a cut man, wasn't he? Oh no.
I mean, he did play the role of the cut man that day in the violin.
Yes, he did. Yes, he did.
You're talking about the post on IG, right? Nuts?
The one I'm screen sharing
on
IG.
Because my screen is freezing up on me, champion.
Call you.
But it is the same exact one I was looking at on Instagram. And that's a picture from, I guess, from the other time? Or is this now?
Let me get to Emmanuel. Yeah, that's the picture from the other time. Emmanuel.
Nestor, you got me? You hear me?
We hear you.
All right. I got opinion regarding the entire, basically everything you've said so far. In regards to Shakur Stevenson, I got the blueprint for him. They need to line him up after this fight. They need to line him up with Blue Nose Lopez because he has beef with McGirt. So that can turn out a whole thing. And once he KOs or dispatches of Blue Nose,
yeah, but he's the mandatory. Why would he fight a contender that already lost to Valdez when he's trying to fight Valdez?
After that, dispatches him because he's from Top Rank, and then he says, "I just dispatched this guy who almost KO'd you, and where you at? Stop ducking me."
That sounds like you trying to give Valdez one more fight.
I don't know. I want Shakur versus Valdez. I want it now, but I'm saying in regards to show. So he can show out that look at this. These guys are on my level, is what I'm saying.
I mean, but at the same time, people still gonna say who has Shakur fought? Oh, he beat Blue Nose. Okay, who has Shakur fought?
Well, I can't say anything about that. That's the only guy I could think on Top Rank. Either him or Burchell. When Burchell comes back, he goes and embodies him at 135 on his comeback.
Loma should have took that fight. He taking Nakatani and shit.
You think they don't think they give Shakur Burchell when he comes back?
I don't think Burchell takes Shakur when he comes back.
Well, they should throw that one in and see if he takes it. If they line him up, it's kind of like right now. It's like they have Shakur and Limbo and all this, but he has to at least dig in and fight somebody. He has to at least. I know he's signed with Valdez, but Valdez hasn't. How's like down a little bit in a sense. He has him desperate.
You said Shakur sounds desperate?
Yeah, no, I said the Top Rank has Shakur desperate because they're holding him back.
Hell yeah.
And in regards to the zone and the whole social media aspect, the zone has everybody kind of trapped too because they have Garcia, who's ranked number 12 as the most marketable athlete in general around the world. So they're going to keep on rolling, and PBC just needs to get Tank in there to knock him out, or something to make a wave to get that clout into their show.
Yeah. Well,
that's all I have to say. I got nothing else to say about that.
All right, champ. Well, thanks for calling in. And
Thanks.
So is that the feeling right now that like Top Rank is just holding Shakur back? You know, not putting them in a.
Absolutely. I mean,
Wow.
they didn't secure the Oscar Valdez fight at 126. They didn't secure the unification with Warrington at 126. They didn't secure the Burchelt fight, the Lomachenko fight. You know, I mean, he asked for the Heron fight. I mean, what have they given him? What have they done for him? You know?
I mean, the decisions at the end of the day, right? The fighter, right? We're supposed to be working for the fighter. But, you know, when businesses and you're moving those pieces on the board, you don't want to be, you know, I guess putting one investment with the other, because you know, if once one takes out the other, the stock drops. So I don't know.
Facts.
Right.
That's big facts. You ain't lying about that.
You know, you got two guys that are, you know, top fighters. One wins, the other one stock drops. It's just like that. So,
You know, and it all depends on the performance that you put in. Is really how far your stock drops. Because sometimes even in a loss, your stock could, you know what I'm saying, rise. Even in a loss, your stock could, you could be somebody that they like. We want to see you again fight right away.
that usually happens like with like sort of like an underdog setting, like a real underdog setting.
Diego
Yeah,
Chavez
like a Jerry
lost,
Forrest
man.
and El Zhang type situation.
Yeah,
Jerry gonna get
yeah.
a date just now.
Yeah. Jerry getting a date?
I'm thinking he gonna get one just now. Why not? Look at the performance he put in against Jay.
I mean, you know, till they announce something. But shout out to Jermaine Franklin and my man Stephen Big Shot Shaw. They are about to mix it up on Ring City, man. They about to mix it up on Ring City. I think that when is that? Like April 10th or something like that?
Yeah, let me get the right date for you.
Maybe. But yeah, man, that looks like all the callers, landlord, you a ringer, but I'm pretty sure you not. You know, you usually just listening. And let me see, Ring City, USA.
Call them Ring City.
Look, they even doing what?
Yeah, they're doing a lot of stuff on that website.
Yeah,
You got a few fighters.
They giving their thoughts. Ring City giving their thoughts on Ryan fighting Fortuna. But where is
in the Wisconsin Mulatto, you fighting in Wisconsin? What's up?
Yeah,
Mulatto ain't fighting, man. Mulatto all talk, man.
Call them Mulatto. Yo, I've been in the gym, dog. I'm starting to feel a little loose.
Bruh, you ain't in no gym, man. You seen your
Yeah,
pictures,
seen them
man.
shadow boxing and moving.
You seen your pictures, man. You got a long way to go, man.
Oh my God, I seen the picture with Keith Thurman and Ness. I was like, yo, do me.
Yeah, and it's only Doomy. See, Doomy, they like, yo, wow, Doomy. Not Ness. Wow, you look, no, Ness still looking like that. You out here playing games, man.
I know. I gotta just keep working every day.
You look
dog.
so skinny in that picture that I posted today in the Border Wars that you almost look smoked out. You almost look smoked out in it.
Bro, I feel like Barry Bonds. My head grew like 3 sizes and shit, dog. I hate it, but I'm working on it every day, step at a time.
How does that make you feel, Doomy? When you see that picture, like,
I mean, it makes me feel like I could be that person again. Like I can, like, you know, like Jesus, like I need that.
Yo, that shit sounded so like heartfelt. Like I can be that person again.
Broski, I could be that person again, man. You know, and again, you know, to everybody out there, you already know, man, Border Wars. If you're just tuning in, or if you already know what the Border Wars series is all about losing this weight, trying to stay healthy through the love of boxing, man. And you know, Border Wars was always an avenue for me to get, you know, into shape. You know, it was exciting. It was a motivation that I don't get from anything else. So, if anybody out there really looking for some real motivation, and you want to take part in something real special, especially at the level that we're in now.
I'm screen sharing it. You look so thin that you look like you're a kid. Like your neck is so thin. Like
you too. Look at your neck too. Stop capping like your neck wasn't thin too.
Bruh, you tripping if I don't look like that. I look like that
Bro,
right
your
now.
neck is not that thin right now. Stop. Yo, let me slap you. Take your left hand up and slap yourself.
Bruh, I still got that shirt and those pants,
I
man.
said your neck, nigga. Your neck don't look like that right.
Bruh.
Yo, Ness.
Holy cow, yo, Ness.
Neck don't look like that right now, yo.
You tripping, man.
Ness, you was thin. You was thin as hell too, though, dog. This is when you were extra thin.
Nah, man. I'm literally.
God, look at your head, dog. Dog, look at your head, bro. Your head is your head is as small as everybody there.
Y'all hating. I'm 235. I posted my weight. Y'all the ones not moving. Y'all the ones not working. I'm working every day. Ain't nobody ever
It
catching
doesn't
me
have
slipping.
nothing to do with the fact that your neck looks slimmer there.
Bruh.
Doomy, you look you already know, man. Look at you there.
It's the pose, man.
You look like there. You look like you got some big ass hands. Like
Yo, Ness looked like he got abs in that picture. No bump on the shirt. No
Bruh,
bump.
You know I'm
No
sucking it in.
bump on the shirt, Jay.
I'm sucking it in for the pick, man.
Man, look at me, dog. Jeez, yeah, I need that back, bro. I need to feel healthy again. And circumventing back to what I was saying, Border Wars, bro. Always managed to really motivate me and get me going. So
Dr. Mofongo, you ducked me. You ducked me. Talking about I look thin in that pic. Get out of here. Nah, I fucking Doomy the one looked thin. Look, even Thurman was looking at Doomy like, damn, dog, what happened?
Oh, I almost look smaller than Thurman in that picture. Like,
Nah, no, you don't. Nah, you do a little bit.
I'm like, jeez. Nah, man. Hey, look, bro. More motivation.
Hey, yo, and the sad part is that you was like probably 189 there.
Yeah.
Probably 189. Maybe
man,
190.
I was, bro.
Maybe 190, and you could have still went down
Crazy.
way more.
Crazy. Think about that.
He
Crazy.
could have went down to 175 in my opinion, because he didn't have no six pack. Like, at least I at one point I was starting to get a 2. You know, I had the top. I had the little top ones at least. Like, Doomy still got you got mad weight to lose. I'm telling you can lose it too. You just be playing. But anyway, this turning into the Doomy hour.
The Border Wars hour. So don't forget again, all right? Border Wars, Wisconsin. Watertown, Wisconsin, that is. Big shout out again to George Monterey and Defensive Combatives. DEFCON is the sponsor for this event. So, shout out to DEFCON. We're going to be in Watertown. We're going to take over that town that night. It's going to be Border Wars series. The whole town's going to be lit. All right, everybody's coming out to the bar to drink, to have a good time, to eat, and to watch some fights. So, take advantage if you want to participate in something great that now has come to a level that, we're so proud of, especially with the production. So, production is amazing.
Amazing.
You guys get to take home something special, memory forever, This is a memory that you'll cherish with, your friends, family, whoever you're going to sit down and just put it up on that big screen. And, things that you'll be able to tell your grandkids, friends, all types of stuff, man. There's just so much, cool things that come along with this experience that you're gonna want to be a part of, man.
All right, yo, Nets GTO, Instagram and Twitter. Catch us on the next one tomorrow morning, 9 a.m. for your daily morning boxing talk to get you through your daily schedule. We'll be here 9 a.m. Let me see, anybody on the schedule for Monday? I think we might have someone on a schedule for Monday. On a Monday.
Oh. Whoa, I don't see anybody, Champy.
Nobody on the schedule for Monday. Nets GTO, Instagram and Twitter. Peace.
Hey, yo, Moore's House, everybody. It's Moore's House 85 everywhere except YouTube. But YouTube is the most important. Hit me up at Moore's House on YouTube and make sure you like and subscribe. Peace. Shout out to everybody in the TBV fam. Like always, I hope everybody is doing well, and I hope everybody is staying safe. Holla at your boy. Peace.
Peace.
Man, it's Francis the Praying Mantis from Canada. I'm out of here. Check me at Next Up Sports Talk, Dwayne Boxing on IG, and Dwayne on YouTube. Love y'all.
You already know Alex_Doomsday_LAINEZ on IG and TikTok. I'm not dancing. Twitter, Alex Linus TBV. This is the Boxing Voice. Nesta Gibbs, Doyen Francis, David Morehouse, and yours truly, Alex Doomsday Linus. This was the flagship Sunday show, 7 p.m. Catch us tomorrow in the morning. And hit that bell, because if it ain't shaking, you ain't baking with us in the morning or any other time we go live. And while you're at it, why not hit the subscribe button if you like what you were listening to? And if you wanted to be a member, take advantage of those emojis, badge icons, and all the exclusive footage, you go ahead and click that join this channel link under the video description and take you over to the 3 tiers we offer. Good night. God bless. Boxing is life.
No boxing, no life. Why you don't want to go with Canelo's slogan?